You guys, is Reggie back? Oh no,
He's not yet back.
not yet. Right, cool.
Okay, let me pull up my character sheet.
Yep. What is the lowest HP we have for a level 1? Does anyone know?
I have 9.
Let's see. Where is my character sheet? All I have is bio and info on my character sheet. Oh no, that's not me.
Well, hello everyone. Thank you for coming to Action Surge, and for my first game, I will be the DM Scott, and I would like to introduce the remarkable league of mediocre bearded men. Please introduce yourself, guys.
Hi, my name's Rich. I'll be playing Zalaman Fasht, who is a pure blood Yonti sorcerer. He has the background of an entertainer, so he sorcerers and entertains. He has a twin sister whose name is Z, who has been separated from him and has been kidnapped. And one of the things he's doing is, in addition to entertaining people, is trying to seek her out and recover her from the people who kidnapped her.
Hi,
Next.
my name's Reg. I'm playing Caprum Aez, the Copper Dragonborn Ravenite barbarian. We done?
Okay. Is that everyone introducing yourselves?
What was that,
Hello?
Scott?
We've got everyone else to introduce yourselves. We've got
No, not yet.
right, then go for it, Andrew.
Hi, my name's Andrew. I'll be playing Aldebrand Garagardo. He's a human rogue, and he's proficient in brewing, so hopefully we'll have time to work on that.
And last but not least, we got our
I
Kodiak.
Yeah, I'm Kodiak, also known as John. I am playing Kaiko Silvertongue, Satyr Bard, and I will be hopefully proficient in many things. I'm gonna go with a lower bard, so I am gonna be a skills junkie.
And there we have it, everyone. Absolutely awesome, mediocre people. Uh, let's get right into this. Your characters have known each other for maybe about 5 days. You have all signed a contract with the new Adventurers Guild. Um, the Rising Dawn that has opened its doors in Westgate. You have all been picked up along the way by this caravan of merchants that have hired the Rising Dawn to guard them all the way to Westgate. On your way there, you stop for an evening. Please interact yourselves. This is about shift change for the guards, which I believe Zalaman and Keikos have been working together today, and they are handing over to Caprum and I'm going to butcher this Aldi.
Yes, sir.
So talk amongst yourselves. Feel free to talk to the other caravanners. Please go for it. My weird and wonderful voice is awake.
So your name is Silvertongue? Yeah, I got
Yeah.
it. My tongue isn't exactly silver; it's kind of a little forked. But I understand that you consider yourself quite a bard and an entertainer.
Why, yes, I do.
You have
I
a
see
favorite?
that.
Have a favorite story or song?
Yes, I am a storyteller, and I like to play some instruments when I'm telling my stories. I see that you also I have heard you telling your stories too.
Yes, I'm kind of trying to get a little of the bittersweet in with something that I can go and use to entertain the tale of my stolen sister, who is, I've known since she was an eggling. So, and seeking out the villains that took her. So, a little bit of pain, but a little bit of profit at the same time.
I see. I'm sorry for the stolen sister.
She is
Maybe
very, very. Yeah, she's adorable. I'm sure she's doing fine. She just needs a little help, and and that's what I'm here for, being a twin brother and all. So,
maybe
how
on
about
our
you?
maybe on our adventures we'll come across her.
Possibly. I have a good chord progression working up doo, 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 on lute. So for a special song for when we catch her again. Who are you? Who are all right? So we know you other two guys. So how have you been, Aldi and Kupram?
This working on the night shift has been kind of rough, but I'm ready for it. I've been up. I've had a lot of late nights back in the day, so I suppose I'll adjust to it eventually.
Does anyone know what these merchants are transporting? Is it just regular goods, or do they have something special? I mean, something like some beer or some sort of specific types of valuable uh, valuable goods that they're transporting. Any of you
Uh,
guys know?
I do not believe that's much of our business personally, but that's I suppose brought up when you're always taught to only know what you should know.
Yes, all the great bards have always written that you should never seek too much into the job you're doing, lest the cat, the curiosity will kill.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I've always found that curiosity is the only way to find out what the best information and the best where the best stories are. So, uh, but I respect your opinion on not pressing on what's the cargo is.
Uh, I'm just gonna say this, guys. There's actually other people around the camp. For some reason, we can't see them on stream.
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to figure that out.
Have
So
you got
there
them
are.
on GM layer?
I
At
is
which
that
point you might have to go to GM layer and swap them over.
yeah. Map.
You got a GM layer, right click them and change layer.
Yeah. To token layer or map?
Token layer. Map layer is the background. GM layer is what you see, and token layer is where we are.
Thank you. Still figuring out Roll20, and I've been using it for ages. There you go. You guys see people now? No. This is.
Do we need to refresh or something?
There you go. I think I got it. There's that look for you guys now. No. Okay. Please continue to chat amongst yourselves.
Well, if I can see the if we know that there are other people there, I can just saunter on up to the leader, the not dragon, wagon master, or
Yep. The
whatever he
wagon
is.
master is a portly human. His name is Reginald. You've spoken to him a few times. He's been a bit cautious around you. He has dealt with Yuan T before and not always in the best light. And he
So
just kind of looks at you and gives you the nod and goes, "Well, thanks for another shift. Go grab your grub from the chef."
I will do. So just wanted to be personable and say, so how are things going? Are we reaching any areas uh, that we should be especially careful of? Looking around these woods, they're a little bit thicker, so uh, just wonder if we should be a little more on our guard.
Well, nothing too big and fancy, but a couple of caravans went missing here about 2 or 3 months ago. Other caravans have gone through since with no bother, so that's kind of why we brought the extra muscle, just in case.
I only have a little extra muscle, but I can certainly put some of them to sleep if need be. Thanks a lot, and then I'll go and see what do they have for grub?
You go
Actual grubs.
You go and speak to the chef, and the chef is very much just over a pot, and he just kind of goes, Snake Boy, what do you want today? I have stew or 3-day old stale bread.
What's in the stew?
Don't ask.
The 3-day-old stale bread.
I like don't ask stew. That's one of my favorite things to eat. We're gonna have some. Dish me up some of that. And I know you're having trouble because you don't have a good tongue like mine, a flexible tongue, but it's pronounced Zal, not Snake Boy. Just thought I'd let you know.
Kind of looks a little flabbergasted that you called him on it, and just kind of goes, I can respect that. And he just passes, half throws a bowl of hot stew at you.
Well, I sort of half catch it.
I'll go up to the cook and I'll be like, "Oh, I'd like some of that 3-day-old soup and some stale bread."
That's a good choice, goat man. He passes you that. And he turns and he goes, goat man, you've eaten some strange things in your travel, being one of those fey creatures. I've got a something interesting that I'd like you to try. Are you willing to taste it?
As long as it's not goat, human man.
No, it's not goat. And he passes you a clay bottle with a cloth covering, and it stinks. And he goes, take a taste of that.
I'll take a taste.
You're gonna okay. I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
I'll take a Constitution saving throw. It's not the highest in the world, but
You wanted to beat a 15.
it's. Oh, I have my rolls on Whisper. I'm gonna have to fix that. And they're set to the. I got a 14, but I had to fix that too.
Okay, so you got a 14. Uh, this tastes vile. It is creamy and lumpy, and you're sure as soon as it hits your stomach, you can feel it wriggling as you just start hucking up your guts. You are now poisoned for the next hour.
I'll be like, oh, don't serve it. It's not good.
When you start throwing up, he pulls you aside and goes, "Quiet! Can't have more than knowing that I've got this."
What is it?
It's fermented horse milk.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Well, apparently it's a delicacy in the Far East, and we're just trying to broaden my horizons.
So you're not supposed to milk the stallions for the
Did you-
horse milk.
Did you ferment it yourself?
Well, yes. I haven't really had a lot of time to, check on it and air it every day with us traveling.
I don't think you did the process right.
Ah, bollocks! That's 5 gold down the drain. It's gonna sell this for a lot of money.
Can I make a perception check to see if I hear him talking about this?
Yeah, go for it.
Nat 20, 24.
20. Ooh, yeah. I am not seeing any of these rolls, by the way.
Oh, it's public. It should be up there.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
come up
they're-
on my screen.
Yeah, mine too.
That's fine, no worries. I saw everyone's D6, but I haven't seen anything since.
Oh, weird.
Oh, wait there. Well,
Yeah, I just had to go through and get advantage and a bunch of stuff taken out and change the settings on my sheet. So
You might want to refresh.
Yeah,
That
that's
might be
just
why the other tokens aren't coming up on the screen either.
Yeah, just refresh. It's loading up now. So yeah, you hear the chef talking about practically smuggling something in and hiding it from the wagon master as you walk over Caprum.
That was Alda.
Oh, is it Aldi? Sorry.
Yeah, I'll wander over to the wagon master and be like, "Oh, you're trying to brew something? Okay." And I'll take my glove off and dip a pinky in and kind of give it a taste.
Okay.
It's bad.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it is
finish.
bad. It is fermented horse semen.
Yes. Oh, semen. All right.
Yeah.
Especially. Yeah. You seem
And
like
it tastes as good as you think it would.
While we're all-
Sorry.
This would have probably been valuable to someone, but it's not drinkable.
So you did milk the stallion. Okay.
While they're all discussing this, I'm going to walk over to the crock pot and make myself a bowl of stew.
Yeah, you just go over and take a ladle, and there's
I'm
Pipe-
digging around with the ladle to get all the good bits of meat out.
roll me an investigation check.
That's if there's actually any meat in it. 5. I find none.
You find a couple of good tufts of 3-day-old stale bread in there.
That's fine. I'll make sure I get some of the extra nutrients in there. And then wander off before the cook finds me.
Yeah, fair enough. You get your free meal for the day. It's normally you not get the day shift guys normally hang about for another hour or two before going off to bed because it's probably about 9 o'clock before they swap over shift. And yeah, so feel free to talk and commune while I wait for Roll20 to stop being a pain and load up. Actually, I'm just going to try this.
Well, tell the little story on the fire. Try to get some morals.
There are three. There are three. Sorry for interrupting. Three other merchants with this caravan, and there is another civilian traveling with you, and she has a massive, massive dog with her.
Are we
Nice.
hired by one merchant or the group?
You are hired by the group as a whole.
While everyone's talking, I'll do a couple of circuits
Okay.
just to keep an eye out.
As you approach the young elven girl, who must be about 15, 16 by your count, the dog kind of growls at you and she goes, "No, Titus, he's a good one. He's helping us." And kind of pats him and he kind of turns around and gets all his big, scary demeanor becomes very soft when he's around the little girl. And if you would like to roll an intelligence check, you can learn more about Titus.
Oh, can I give him bardic inspiration?
Sure.
I got 17
Okay.
without bardic inspiration. I don't know what bardic inspiration is, like a d6.
I think it's, yeah, a D6. You can add a D6 to this if you wanted to.
Total of 20.
Okay. Titus is a warg. You know, like big, angry wolf beastie that small species can ride. He's a warg. And I do not know what's going on here, guys, but Roll20 is not liking me. And she just kind of pets him and like throws a rabbit up in the air, and it's gone. And then there's two more. There's a tiefling woman and a gnome woman. If you,
Yeah, I'll play my pan flute and tell a story around the fire and just.
All right, roll me a performance check.
Until like it's time to go to bed.
Woo! If you're not in yet, you got on 24.
24, yeah, that's yeah. Everyone starts like clapping along, and there's a little dance around the fire. Yeah, like, well done. A couple of the merchants come over and go, "When we get to Westgate, you should visit my cousin's inn and maybe play a night there or two." Then I apologize. There's two dwarven merchants as well, and one of the brothers come over and gives you a big hearty like, slap on the back and goes, "Well done, laddie. You for a mamby pamby pan flute, you sure can play a bit of a good tune on it."
Well,
Yeah,
I can play more instruments. It's just this one happens to be handy. I've got the other ones packed.
yeah. Zal says, "Yeah, you sure are. Yeah, well, you sure are a good bard. I'm not going to follow that. At least not with the singing. But we should probably team up and see and do some duets sometime when you get a chance."
Oh well, we are traveling together. I'm sure we'll have plenty of time.
I'm sure. I'm sure nothing untoward will happen to us. If I can, I also wander over to talk to the tiefling.
Yeah, tiefling woman, very beautiful, sort of light reddish tint to her skin, horns that look like a ram's horns. You know, come out the front and go back and around. Ordained with all the jewellery, without it being tacky. And she's got what can only be described as like a sundress, even though it's the middle of autumn. Uh, And she looks at you approaching and goes, "Yes, God, how can I assist you?"
Well, just thought we should traveling together and get to know each other. My name is Zal, uh, and I I'm
Pleasure,
an
I'm
entertain
sure. And she gives you her hand.
and my fair lady, your name would be.
Crystal.
It is a rare treat to be traveling with such obviously uh, highborn and beautiful woman such as yourself.
And she kind of giggles and pulls her hand away. Goes, well, I'm glad the disguise works. I'm not very highborn.
So you do you travel much along these paths? I've heard that some caravans have vanished. Do you
Yes,
consider?
I believe some have. And that's actually why I'm here. I was hoping that I could maybe sub-rent a guard or two to take a look around the woods and see if you can find where that stock went, and I would pay you handsomely for it.
Oh, so you're one of the merchants to whom that occurred then.
Well, someone that owes me a lot of money that happened to.
Understood. Well, I certainly can ask the my companions to is it something that happened close to where we are now? Certainly, we wouldn't want to
On
leave
this
the caravan for too long.
on this road, yes, there's this road will take us to a nice large town, and then from there we'll be going to Westgate.
Oh, I
Ideally, I
see.
would like the stock found before the town, so I can distribute it where it's needed.
I see. Would you have would the stock be along the road, or should we go? If I can convince my companions to take up this additional side quest, would it be around here we would look, or would this be somewhere further down the road?
I would probably say in this forest. This forest does last for the next 2 days, so maybe around here tonight, or maybe the next stop. This is normally where the caravan stops on this. What do you call it? Trade route? Yes.
Well, that seems to be a very lucrative opportunity. So let me share that with my friends, and we shall and see if with my companions with whom I'm certain I shall soon become friends, and we'll see if there is any interest. So
Your optimism and naivety is so refreshing, dear.
I head back and uh, let people know when all the group gets within the same area.
Mhm.
So it seems like there's some caravans that have been lost in this area, and this lovely tiefling woman in the sundress named Cristal said that wanted to know if we would hire out to go and look at it and see if we could recover that. She could help with its distribution once we got to the right people once we got to town. I think it's a great idea.
I mean, no issues in looking at the close area for any tracks that might lead off in the wrong direction. Other than that, we're paid to look after the caravan, and ignorance of our duties would only deserve a beating.
I understood that we did agree to guard the caravan. That's why I specifically asked if it's someplace that would be close so that we wouldn't be gone too long. And she said she didn't know. She said she didn't know, which I think is good enough for us to go ahead and do it anyway. How about you guys, the other guys? Aldi?
Yeah, I mean, um, I suppose it be examining what happened to other caravans could help us stop that happening to us. I suppose one could be justified with enough.
We could ask
Money.
we could possibly even ask the caravan master if we could go and take a quick look to do that and maybe end the problem for future caravans.
I'm going to take another walk around the area on like a guard circuit.
Okay, roll me
Uh,
a perception check.
Just going to say,
Um,
while I'm doing it, I will keep an eye out for tracks as well.
Yeah, okay.
17 perception.
There you go. I am now back in the game, gentlemen. Booyah! Technology for the win. Yeah, 17. I am going to roll some dice on the slide here. Okay, you don't see anything, but if you roll me an investigation check when you are looking for the tracks as well.
That's a 5. It's a big one.
It's kind of hard to tell. You know that there's creatures around here that could be breaking the branches and things like that, and it's been a while since you've had to track things properly.
Yeah, I'm more looking for like wagon tracks being dragged off in the wrong direction.
All right. Well, because you actually said it, and I always like to reward specificity, which I probably just butchered as well.
That's my middle name.
You do see tracks being on you. I'm looking for this going off in sort of this direction. If you guys see that,
Yes.
so it's almost like the caravan company uses the same sort of campsite every run. So yeah, are you guys gonna stay up late and try and convince the chef to don't do that. There we go. The chef to give you some booze on the sly, because why not? You guys are just awesome people, Or are you guys gonna stay up around the fire? Or just quick 1 second. Do you guys see that little person now?
Yeah.
Yes,
There
but
we go.
are we? We see more than that. I don't know whether you want us
Yeah.
to see all of it.
Yeah, no
You
worries.
have put a couple of goblins in the top right corner, which I scrolled down away from.
Yep.
Yeah, they were supposed to be hidden. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Figured that might have been the case.
Yeah, don't look in that top right corner, everybody.
All right, moving screen down.
Yeah, you guys sit around the party.
I'll keep doing guard circuits, walking
Okay.
the perimeter.
Okay. Is anyone else gonna join him or?
I mean, it's my shift. Yeah, I suppose I would.
All right. Okay. So, as you guys go on patrol, one of you can do perception with advantage, or one of you can, or you can both roll each a perception check. Do either of you have dark vision because it is now nighttime?
I do not.
Pretty
would have
sure
a
I
torch lit,
do. Yes, I do.
Okay, so whoever doesn't have, sorry, human, because it's dark, you would roll with disadvantage.
Okay. I will roll with disadvantage.
Okay, so we've got.
Oh, I didn't see anything.
Caprum, you look out and a bug flies in your eye. And you're like, God damn it! Ald, you with a 14, you don't see anything, but you can smell something that just smells rotten and filthy, and you could tell that it's coming from, ironically, the top right hand side of the map.
That's strange.
And you're just it kind of smells like a mixture of rotten meat and just filth.
Yeah,
You
you've
can't
probably
see anything.
noticed the Prum trying to
I
kill a
guess
fly with a great
I
axe.
would-
Oh man, the cook's trying to ferment milk again.
I guess I would tap Cuprum and Be like, hey, there's a strange smell over there. What do your dragonborn eyes see?
Roll your perception again, Capram.
Should I, like, if I'm pointing, kind of like,
Absolutely
Yeah.
nothing.
He can get advantage because you're
Alright.
helping him locate.
All right, I'll roll again.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Absolutely nothing. And just for my
Two
sake. Yep.
ones.
nothing. Do that one.
Um,
You
does
can't see your
anyone
nose,
does
your
I
face.
does Capram or Ald either of you speak Goblin?
No.
Right. In that case, you hear "Ah, la, la, la," as Ald gets shot at twice with two crossbows.
Oh, shit.
So I'm going to roll
That's
these
my
two
one.
attacks together. Well, they should have advantage because technically you're surprised. So I'm going to say, does a 12 hit you, Ald?
No, sir.
All right, and here comes your second shot. Well, that's well, if a 12 doesn't, a 6 definitely won't. It's two very crude little bone-like darts come flying out of the bushes and right past your shoulders.
With my perception, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, pretty much. Then you hear, if anyone can speak Goblin, you hear, "Get the women, get the wenches, the wine, and the food" in Goblin, which translates to anyone that doesn't speak Goblin. As Capram, you are going to get hit for 10 damage as a magic missile comes flying out and hits you 3 times. How are you still doing? Are you still standing up there, big guy?
Yeah.
Good. All right. So I'm going to do that because I was not expecting him to roll that good. So yeah, roll initiative, everyone. Everyone at the camp will roll with disadvantage. And Capram and Ald, you guys just roll. And I will get my turn tracker. There we go. So remember, with your turn tracker, click on your tokens and then hit initiative. And I've got my goblins initiatives written down, so I'll tell you when they're going. Okay. Ald, if you just do it again, I'll type in your 19 for you.
Alright, how...
Okay. Disadvantage, I got 17.14 for disadvantage.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, I've never had a roll with the initiative thing with disadvantage before. Just roll twice.
Just roll
Yeah.
twice. Tell me the lowest number.
You can't roll it at disadvantage, so you have to roll it twice.
Okay, I 15 then.
Okay.
Oh, it's showing up there. Good.
Yeah, so you got
Sorry,
15.
how do
Yeah,
I
that's
roll
fine.
initiative with...
So click on your counter, and then
Yep.
click on initiative on your sheet.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Alright.
And then I'll change it to 19 because that's what you got first. Or you know what? We'll just keep the 23.
I rolled the 19, it's fine.
Okay, right, cool. Yeah, so top of the round, you're going to hear.
You want to
some,
put it in descending order or something?
Sure. Ascending order. There we go.
Descending.
There we go. Come running out of the bushes. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Is two armored goblins. They're wearing patchwork armor. They're both carrying nasty looking little scimitars, and one of them is going to throw a dagger at Ald because he doesn't like the fact that his ambush didn't work. So that is going to be 21 to hit you, Ald,
Yes, sir, that does me in.
and that's 3 damage to you, dear sir.
Oh.
As this nasty, dirty dagger just embeds itself into the topper half of your arm. You look over at Caprim, and he just looks like he's been kicked by a horse.
He's looking down at his chest like, what just happened?
And it is now your turn, dear sir.
Right. I will... Guess just go for whoever's nearest to me.
Like that. Well, you haven't seen the archers, who are still
Right.
technically hidden, because neither of you rolled good enough perception, so you're going to run after the.
Right, I'll rush at this
Yeah.
this
Return,
goblin.
return his dagger back to him.
Did
Yeah.
they break cover shooting at us?
They did, but then they used their bonus up, because goblins can hide as a bonus action.
Goblins are horrible creatures.
They are horrific little things.
And I'll with a flourish draw my rapier and try to run him through this particular goblin.
Yeah, go for it. 17 hits. Roll your damage. And
8 piercing damage.
that is exactly what you need. So please tell us how you end this goblin in one fell swoop.
Um, Aldi's not really much of a monster, so he's just gonna kind of do your standard fencing stab and run him through.
Well done. Clean gentleman. Tap tap. Done. You see goblin just go and just fall over. First kill of the campaign. Congratulations. Next, we have Silvertongue, who hears the sound that he's not heard in a long time of fighting. He normally hears it in taverns when drunk people are upset when he hits on their women or their men. So, go for it.
Do I see anything?
You just hear combat coming from the easterly direction.
The easterly direction. Then I will do my best to
One, I will say, once just out of sheer mechanics, once you break like the tent line, you'll see what you're running towards.
then
'Cause
I will I can't see in the dark.
Oh no, it's almost like this entire first encounter is precedent on you guys not being able to see things.
But I will cast the light cantrip on myself. No, I won't, because then I'll be seen. I will run into this bush. Well, not run, but move stealthily into this bush.
This bush? Yep, okay.
Yeah, and try to hide.
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
But before I do that, I will cast a spell.
So to hide, I will say, okay, is an action, so you're using a bonus action, that's fine. You gave yourself stealth checks. Okay, give yourself advantage. At 21. You nestle into this bush and you think you are unseen by the eye.
And that will be my turn.
Okay. Zahamun, you're up. You hear combat. You hear the sound of potentially familiar magic.
Did was Zalman able to tell that when Aldi rushed in that he engaged in combat? I mean, he could tell that it was Aldi. So he, as far as directionally.
Yes.
Okay, so he can't. The bushes are high enough. I can't see any of the adversary.
Pretty
Is
much.
that correct? Okay.
Pretty much. In fairness,
Sure.
the goblins are only about 2.5 foot, 3 foot tall. So you do see
Okay.
Aldi. You see Aldi like over this bush, just swinging his sword about.
So, okay, I realize that I'm out in the open, so I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll bump it up a little bit, and as opposed to not wanting to be there, I will not. I'm not going to be in the exact same position as was it Kiros? I'm gonna go and flank him and go over with the intent of hiding in there while looking forward.
Okay.
So because I wouldn't want to just go like that. So if I'm going there, do I see the? Can I see the goblin there in line of sight?
Yes.
Okay, I
They
traveled.
purposely approached this way because they knew the bushes were high enough for them to get.
But is it reasonable that I head towards that bush and then I
Yeah,
can see that goblin?
totally.
Okay. Then when I see that goblin, I'll say, "Aha!" and continue to move into the bush with full intent of remaining somewhat unseen.
Okay.
Because I'd love to do something else, but I don't really have. Since my action was giving myself mage armor, I can't do that now. So I'll end it sort of in the bush there.
Yeah.
Wherever it'll stay in the bush. There we go.
Capran,
Help everyone.
We're gonna get you guys.
before you act, you hear a howl coming from behind you in the camp, and coming bounding, tearing through. Unfortunately, your tent is is Tiberius, the warg that loves the little elf girl, and comes bounding over and sticks his nose up and comes running into that bush, and all you hear is like, and I'm gonna roll, and yeah, Tiberius just totally just choose a goblin out of existence. Well done, Tiberius. So you now have a general ballpark of where they were. He knew they were approaching, which is why he started howling. So, yeah. So it is now up to you. It is now your turn, Kepran.
Just to be fair, I'm going to take another 3 hit points off because you didn't add the +1 for the magic missiles.
That okay? Go for it. 10 points to you for honesty.
I'm going to look towards where Tiberius has gone to see if I can spot anything else up there.
You start to see like blood coming out of the bushes, and then a goblin arm, and then a goblin arm comes flying out of the bush. And to your surprise, you see a goblin armed with a makeshift crossbow, and he sees you approach. And the fear of life and death and every god in between comes across his face because there's a giant pissed off dragonborn, and there's another goblin covered in skulls and carrying a staff, and he's poking Tiberius with his staff. And the action is in your favor.
I'm going to inhale deeply and use my breath weapon on him.
Is that a cone or a line?
It's a line.
Okay. I will be nice. I will be nice. I will be. It's lightning.
It's
Okay.
acid.
It's acid.
Oh.
Okay. Right. Go for it. Is that a con save or a dex save on his part?
Guess a dex save?
Okay. That will be 13. Does that meet or beat your
It meets
dragon?
it.
So meets it, beats it. So he takes half damage from your dragon breath.
3
So
points.
he takes 3 points as you, and this goblin's like, and then he starts to realize that it actually hurts, and it's like, and starts trying to wipe it off. Yeah, goblin's turn. Seeing that the dragonborn is close, the mage shouts at the goblin in front of him, and is like, and points at you, Capran, and starts running away. 30. And then as he gets into this bush, you all hear a as he disappears. This goblin, not realizing that he's basically been left to die, is going to go pick a fight with the guy that just killed his pal. He's going to go right there, and he is going to try and cut you with his scimitar. So that is going to be 15 to hit, Aldi.
That does not hit.
15 does not hit. Ooh, right. Being annoyed, Would he use his bonus action? Yeah, fuck it, he would, because he does not like you because you killed his friend. He's going to use his bonus action. 15 to hit, which I think misses as well.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so he just two swipes at you with his nasty looking scimitar. Like, misses. Used his bonus action so he can't disengage, and then has realised what he's done. The crossbow one up here is... Yeah, he's going to take a shot at you, Capram, with disadvantage. So that's going to be 17 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, and you're going to take 8 damage
That puts me down.
as you get a crossbow bolt, like, sort of angled almost 45 degrees up into your chest as you hit the ground. And as you start to lose consciousness, you see him jumping and up and down in victory. Okay. Kaikos, your turn.
Okay.
You are
Yes.
hidden, so any attacks that you do have advantage.
Okay. Do I see the one up top?
You do not. He is in that bush.
Then I will go after this one.
Okay.
With a critical hit from my crossbow.
Ooh, yeah. Roll your damage.
10 points of damage.
Al, this goblin comes at you swinging furiously. You just kind of like, oh, come on, just give me an opening, and then as an arrow just shoots through its neck and embeds itself in the bush. And the goblin just kind of goes, "Blah, blah, blah," just falls to the ground dead.
Thanks, Day Shift. Appreciate it.
Okay. No problem.
Zahalmun, it is your turn. You, having using Capram as a sort of guidance, notice he's nowhere to be seen.
Does anybody see which way Capram went? Is it Capram? Capram?
No
Trying
response.
to. Okay.
You do hear a goblin.
I heard that dog wolf thingy take off that way.
Yeah, and the little girl is like, Tiberius, no, the guards, they'll deal with it. You know.
So, can I? How good would I be for that of being able to determine the direction that Tiberius went?
Roll me a perception check, all three of you. See if you saw which way the big dog
Yeah,
went.
you know what I want to do. I just want
Yeah.
to know how reasonable is it.
Well, it's reasonable, but also you were.
I clicked the wrong darn thing.
Yeah,
That's
poison spray.
no, and that's the stupid thing with these tabs at the bottom. I made it the wrong color. Oh, it begins with P. Their perception. Oh, that's even better.
Oh, so Ald, you know that Capram was further north to you, but you're not sure how far. He might be the next bush. He might be 5 bushes away, but you know he's to your north.
I'll just kind of gesture like up. He's up that way. Look for blood or something.
Yeah.
I can light a torch if that helps.
Okay. It is our lovely resident Snake Man's turn. So you've been pointed in a direction. So
I guess here's what I would like to think is that perhaps if I wanted to try to do that with a terrible perception, could I go back to camp, reorient myself, and then head off in the general right direction?
Sure, that's what you want to do.
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay. Well, that's that direction. That's I can't. But if I go back to camp, I'll be able to better. That's
Yep.
so okay.
You're going to give yourself a -15 to move.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
So if I go there, I can get back to camp
Yeah.
for movement, and I just want to know if this is reasonable. I went back there, and if I look in that direction, um, I would I figure that there was a goblin back there or something along those lines?
Well,
Um,
you can hear growling from Tiberius. Tiberius is a lovely dog when he's on your side, but he is not very stealthy. He is like 4 foot tall when he's on all four legs and built like a small house. So
okay, and there's no way I can see the goblin like around, through the edges of these two bushes.
I would say no, purely just because the way I'm seeing your line of sight. You're cutting through a bush to see him. So I'm gonna say no. You'd have to get closer to see him.
And that was 15 feet, so that was half my movement to get back
Yeah.
there. So
Yeah.
I guess that does it for me. I really, well, you know what I want to try to do. So that's the best I could do for this turn.
Okay. Capram, I need a death save, my dear sir.
Oh,
Close.
Okay. All right. After Capram goes the goblin, who is gonna use his action to bonus action to disengage. He's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh, didn't Tiberius go before me?
You are very right. Thank you. I've misread my notes. So Tiberius is going to go and try and get. Actually, you know what? I'm going to play this the way I was doing it, just because I think Tiberius would prefer this. He's going to disengage and go 20 feet and look around, and then Tiberius is going to run 20 feet and do his leap attack and jump right on the goblin. And he gets advantage because he is a special trained doggo. And he hits with a 15, so he pins the goblin to the ground. And he now gets to use his bonus action with advantage to bite. So yeah, that 18 is going to work. So he does D8. So he only does 4 damage, but you all saw Tiberius run from that bush and jump into this bush. And you hear a goblin howling in pain. And it is now. Oh, sorry. It is now your turn, Ald.
I guess I would. The dog seems like he's got everything under control. I'm gonna head towards the bush that he came out of.
Okay. Very clever thinking. I like it. As you approach, you see a dead goblin and an unconscious Capram.
I don't have a healing kit or anything. Maybe I don't know. I
You
take
can
apart
just
my-
roll a medicine check, and as long as you get above a 10, you stabilize him.
All right.
17. He is now stable. So you tear off some cloth from your outfit and jam it into the wounds that are bleeding profusely, slowing the bleed and stabilizing.
Right. And I'll just kind of shout for everybody else so we can kind of drag him back to the camp.
All right. Kikos.
yep. I'll head over there because I heard him shouting,
All
and
right.
I will shed a little light on the subject.
Cast light. Vroom. Light shines in a 30-foot radius as you hear Tiberius joyfully laying into this goblin. Which you're kind of glad you don't see because you imagine it being quite visceral. But yeah. Is that all you're going to do?
I mean,
Yeah, I'll help him
Okay.
get him ready so we can move him. Let's see. I don't think I necessarily. Well, let's see. What skills do I have? don't think I have survival or anything, so I wouldn't really know how to get uh, anything to drag him with. I don't have medicine, so
That's fair enough.
Rope. We can just kind of loop under his armpits and drag him.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, you guys hear one of the dwarfs come bounding out of camp going, "Where are the little green feckers? They're always trying to steal our gold." And the reason he hasn't joined the fight is he's basically spent the last like 5 minutes putting on armor.
right, getting armor.
Um, so I know this is an armored goblin, but here's your armored dwarf, who's like, "Where are they? I'll fuck them up. Where did they go?" You know.
I'll yell out. I'll be like, the dog might have left you some of that one over there.
He just goes, "Ah, fucking dog." Uh, and yeah, you see that he's got beautifully crafted, and like he's not even hiding it. It is a beautifully crafted, like one-handed hammer and a shield that's clearly like an heirloom because it's way nicer than he has any business having. You know, so he's like, "Ah, fuck, never get a chance to swing my hammer anymore."
If we're waiting for Zal to move him, I will search the dead body while we're waiting.
Yep, sure. While Zal, it is your turn, and you see the Tieflin woman walk out of her tent, and she gives you a cheeky wink. And goes, "Where is your wounded friend, dear?"
Straight ahead. I would estimate 20
Probably where
feet.
the big ball of light is.
Probably where the big ball of light is. More like 15 feet.
You guys see as she approaches, she starts saying like, and this. I wouldn't say radiant light, but light leaves her body, and Pram, you are healed 5 hit points as you wake up. And she goes,
Go ahead.
"Now that's a favor you all owe me." She gives you all like a little like smile, so you see her what like one of her like incisors, which is actually like a fang, and she gives you a wink, and then goes, "Oh, I'm so tired. One must go back to bed." And she just,
Can I have your name, milady, so I can write a story about you?
"I believe your serpentine friend has that information. My darling,
Already got the story started.
my darling little Billy Goat." She just crawls back into her tent.
Thanks, Crystal. Zal,
She blows you a kiss as she goes into her tent. And Tiberius comes back after about a minute with a very sorry-looking goblin still alive in its mouth.
Ah.
Can I move to join the group?
Speak goblin so we can interrogate this guy?
And Tiberius is kind of like, you see an intelligence in Tiberius that's like, well, yeah, of course I kept him alive. You know, like, but the goblin, looking at him, the goblin wishes it was not alive.
Good doggy, good Tiberius, good doggy. Oh, who's a good doggy?
If you are petting him, roll an animal handling check with advantage.
I wouldn't have done that, but
I know. I know. Sometimes you just gotta do weird stuff.
And I'm only saying that because when I say who's a good doggy to a dog, of course I'm giving him scratches. So,
well, there we go.
he lets go of the goblin and bares his teeth at you.
Whoop! Sorry. Your kill.
And then he is going to proceed to like drop the goblin at your feet and run back to camp.
Kuprum just going to stay where he is for a bit, laid down in the bush.
Yeah.
After a while, he'll just open his eyes and just be like, "God damn wizards."
The goblin is now terrified because there's 4 of you, and in very broken common goes, Passex, bad, scary wizard.
Good. He speaks common. Let's tie him up. We have to search the dead bodies if we can find them in the dark.
Yeah, it takes you a while, but you find I'm going to roll because I love my randomness.
Well,
You find
some of
about
us have-
one gold's worth of copper and silver, primarily silver. Yeah, and if you want, you can take their shoddy weapons too.
I'd like to interrogate the goblin, and I mean anyone else who wants to too. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you going to take them back to camp?
How many bolts does this goblin have on him for his crossbow?
Sure, we can take him back to camp.
They are goblin bolts, so you need a goblin bolter. But if you do use them for a crossbow, you attack with disadvantage, but you do maximum damage. So that's up to you if you want to take them. Oh, are they still there, guys?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who has a I have a crossbow. I could just. I mean,
Yeah, so do I. I was that's why I was asking. Did I recover the bolt that I shot?
I'm gonna roll a d4. 3 or 4 you do. 1 or 2 it's broken. It broke.
Okay. I was going to ask that about how are we tracking ammo and what are
You recover 50%. So if you fire 2 shots, you get 1 back.
All right.
I'm just going to crawl back to my tent. Remember that the dog ran over it, ruined
I will
it.
actually take his bolts.
He didn't run over it. He ran through it. So there are 2 Tiberius-sized holes in your tent.
That's nice enough hole for me to crawl back into.
Oh yeah, it's about your size, which is kind of terrifying. I'm gonna just move the goblin down here. When you move back, though, you see the little elf girl is like casting magic, and the hole is slowly being filled back up with the same material.
Mending.
Yeah. So yeah, the cook comes. The dwarf comes over, and he's like, "You fucking saved me one, great!" And he's about to like club it in the head.
hold up. We want to find out some information from this guy. He can't talk if he's dead, most of the time anyway.
But yeah, I'll take the bolts or share them with Zal.
I'll take a couple.
You want some?
I'll take a couple. You can...
Put them on your inventory sheet as goblin bolts.
Yep.
If you attack with them, you attack with disadvantage, but if you hit, you do max damage. That does include if you like put poison or something like that on them, it will do maximum damage too. So these goblins, although shoddy, made good weapons.
Zal.
So I'd like to just interrogate and you wanna play good cop bad cop?
You just see the dwarf behind you going, depends, do I get to be the good cop or the executioner?
I was going to actually ask, I was asking, who was I asking? Kylos, because I knowing that he's, I think he's of a persuasive type.
I will.
So
I will play good cop, bad cop. Do you have intimidation? Do you want to be the bad cop?
I could, we both have similar stuff. We're probably just a little better at it, but so okay. I have no idea. Hey, you goblin. What's your name?
Sorry, Snakeskin. Me, Hook Nose.
Hook Nose. I have no idea why you're left alive. You have got to convince us that there's a good reason for us not to kill you right now. So, you start talking. Where are your friends? And have you done this before?
Roll intimidation with advantage. because
That's
this
the-
goblin is genuinely just pissing himself.
The voice comes from the tents behind him. I vote kill him.
Me shoot him. How he still talks?
Okay, intimidation. This one.
21. You guys see a small puddle form around this goblin's feet. He's just like, yes, once times before, so Drac, he make us fights. We like caves, but he makes us fight for shinies.
Where is this cave? Where do you take the shinies?
So Drac's lair.
Which way can you draw us a map on how to get that and give him a stick to draw a map in the dirt?
And he just
I don't
kind of just points the stick the direction that the goblins came.
Is it close? Is it nearby?
Before sun's up.
Can you take us there?
Yes, is you know kill me's? You know kill hook nose?
For the moment, we know kill Hook's nose. Later depends on how well you serve us.
So me trades one scary master for lots mores?
I will make sure they don't kill you. And I will make sure we let you go. If you take us to your former masters.
And I will make sure we do kill you if you betray us.
Me no betray. You kill hims? He used dark scary magics. He no like it.
I think that if we can, yes, we'll kill him.
I'll be like, I use light good magic, and I'll cast the light cantrip again on Hook Nose's head.
He's like, oh, shiny, shiny me.
And he like, drops his crossbow and starts patting his head.
And then I'll make it go away.
Oh, me no shiny. It was nice to be shiny.
And he picks up his crossbow again.
Better put that down if you want to say undead. That's not right either.
Me no undeads, me goblins. Silly snake mans.
So you will take us, and we will kill the dark bad man, and you will go free.
Yes, yes. You no hurt goblin ladies and babies?
No, we no hurt goblin babies or goblin ladies, unless the goblin ladies try to hurt us.
They might if you go near goblin babies. You know, ladies and their babies.
I'm a satyr. I know all about goblin ladies and the babies. I stay away from the babies.
Me would hope
don't
so.
know. I
He
may
might
make
have to
babies,
shoot you.
but I don't like
We-
to be around.
We will try to concentrate on Sigralf or whatever his name was, and not. You could probably tell us where the babies and ladies are, so that we can have a better chance of not hurting them, right?
They roadblock big road into big woody village. They don't want people go that way no more. They want us to go through caves, so we take shinies.
Is this the ladies and babies, or all of your group do this?
No, just bad magics. And he makes goblin fighters do what he says because he can squish our heads from inside.
You sound like bad magics.
Yes.
If I get rid of bad magics, you guys will leave caravans alone.
Yes, we live in caves. Hunt goats. Sometimes big dogs.
Hey.
Looks through the camp at Tiberius.
You do know I will like stomp on his foot with my hoof.
Ow! That's not nice, goat man.
You eat goats.
Mountain goat, not goat people.
Okay, that's better.
It seems like you're developing the wrong attitude here. Your staying alive depends on you respecting us and giving us what we want.
Depends what you want. You want goblin shinies?
Yes.
Wouldn't be opposed to it.
No, they goblin shinies. We fight hard for those shinies.
You stole those shinies.
We fight hard for those shinies.
I will fight you hard to get them back.
Dear, we sleep first?
No, you said we can reach there before sun.
Yes, but dog beat me up.
I will beat you up more.
You people not nice. Okay. But
We're not the ones who attacked first.
You tried to attack us.
Why are we even arguing with you? You are this close to leaving this world and meeting your god.
We're going
We
to
don't
take
need
your
to-
weapon away, and we're going to tie your hands behind your back and put a rope around your neck, and you are going to lead us to your cave. And if you make up any funny moves, I'm going to pull the rope and kill you.
You people not very nice. But me not fight. You have big angry dog and small angry dragon.
Do you believe me?
Oh, he believes you. He believes every word you guys are saying.
We are not talking anymore. Get the rope.
Leave some shinies for the goblins. And he just kind of puts his hands up and get to expect to be tied up.
We will
Okay.
leave you some shinies. If you have any electrum pieces, they are all yours.
And you see a big smile and he goes, Yay! Most shinies electrum pieces.
another hater of electrum pieces.
Yeah, so he starts. Are you sure you guys want to go without Capram? Like he's sent it like third health bar and wanting to rest.
Yeah, I would recommend that we get
We will rest.
we get Capram. I don't know if I don't have any ability to heal people. I don't know. Do we have none of that among our party at all?
No.
Yeah.
Well, then,
We have a brewer. Start brewing some potions. Brewer.
They're not really for healing. More of a,
they help you feel better.
yeah, that.
Goblin kind of looks at you and goes, You know how to make dizzy drink?
Yeah, I'm pretty good at it.
Oh, goblin ladies like you.
Oh, make some
Depends
fizzy
on
drink.
person.
Then the goblin ladies were like me.
They don't like stunties though. And like looks back at the goblin behind the barbarian behind the dwarf behind him. Who has not moved this entire time, by the way.
Should we
Don't
tie him
worry,
to a tree
dwarf.
while we rest or something?
You can come with us and kill lots of goblin men, not babies and ladies.
I wish I could, boys, but someone has to stay and look after my idiot brother.
Oh, can we take your idiot brother instead?
Or with
No,
us?
he's stone touched. Can't speak, but he makes fucking great weapons.
I don't need him to speak.
He doesn't know how to use the fucking weapons either.
Oh,
It like shows you his shield and his hammer, and he's like, made these out of fucking rock.
he can make some good weapons if he made those out of rock.
Yeah, and like he just goes into his tent and like lifts the flap through his tent and goes, Look, fucker's still sleeping. Yeah.
So,
So
Goes back
So,
into his tent for the night.
so are they all melee weapons, or did the? I would imagine they probably would be because you need a bowyer or someone to make ranged weapons.
Um, he can make some weapons that are a little different, but you would have to talk to uh, Brogan Mar when he wakes up.
He only makes melee weapons because he's a dwarf, and dwarves only use proper weapons.
That's
Yeah, yeah, sure. Uh-huh. If that's you want to be racist, go for it.
so. I
I
go
was
up
saying
to
melee weapons are proper weapons, so
Don't you have javelins?
yeah, for stabbing people that get too close.
All right, yeah. So feel free to rest for the night. Hooknose kind of curls up by the fire very quickly and sees that there's bread and starts inhaling it.
Oh, I will tell him about the cook's special food just for him.
Okay, you gonna try and convince the cook to let him taste his drink?
Yes. Hey, cook. You need to give the goblin your special fermented stuff.
Fizzy drink.
The cook, the chef, just kind of laughs and goes, "You know what? It could be funny." And hands the goblin it to taste it, and the goblin starts gulping it down. Let's see. Uh, After about 10 seconds, goes, "Tizzy drink nasty." Falls over unconscious.
great. You killed him now. Now he will never find out where this place is.
And as soon as you say that, he lets out the stinkiest goblin fart that you could ever imagine.
Oh, and he's next to the fire pit.
Oh no!
The fire is now relit. Yeah, guys, out of initiative, well done for your first fight. And you have a lead on a potential stuff. So yeah.
So
The gnome, the young elven woman comes over to Capram, who's in his tent while she's repairing it. And she goes, "If you're going to go into the caves nearby, there may be some pretty rare mushrooms. If you find them, I'll pay you quite well."
Sure, I can pick up mushrooms.
Would you like Tiberius to cuddle in with you? He's great at keeping people warm.
No, maybe he should protect you.
Like, and while she's preparing, he hasn't left her side. Like, every time she inches over a bit to repair the next part of your tent, he like inches over too.
I would like to just talk with Cristal and say, seems like we have a lead on where some of the things have been taken. Seems like they're trying to route all the caravans through the caves so that they can steal from them. Probably we're going to find some of the stuff that you've lost that you're talking about. So when we go, we're going to go and venture there. It seems like we kind of have to. So when we're done, can you let us kind of help pick out what stuff that's yours?
Oh, I'll pay for all of it.
All right, that sounds good. Is there anything that you could do to help us? So we're gonna. Uh, I don't know whether you would personally want to risk yourself, but obviously you've shown some skills in the arts of magic. Do you have anything that you could do that might be able to aid us in our recovery of and recovery of the caravan goods?
Oh, my dear, you want tea? You think this is some sort of epic adventure? At the starting, crush some goblins, squish a rat. No, if you want a reward, do the work first.
I was more thinking
Shit.
of something you could do to aid us in getting that. I understand. I don't want you to give us anything. I thought you might be able to cast something for us.
Oh, persistence. I like that. Remember to look me up when you're in Westgate, dear. And she says, "How many of you are there? 4, 5?"
At the current time, 4, but always looking for another.
Sure, dear. Tell me when you're going to leave, and I'll give you a little boost.
Much obliged.
And she just rolls back over. And when you go into her tent, it looks way comfier and way bigger inside than it does on the outside.
Gryffindor.
But yeah,
So I just relayed to the guys that before we head on off, we should. She's agreed to give us a little magical boost, as she says, before we go and engage with the goblins.
yeah, awesome.
Every little bit helps.
You wake up and it's about 6 o'clock in the morning after you use rest. Capram, you can fully heal with that. And yeah, you wake up just as the sort of sun does, and Warner, the caravan guard, is sitting next to the goblin, and he's just kind of like, "Well, my brother went missing on the last raid, so would you know anything about that?" And Hoot Nose goes, "Well, once we take all the shinies, we just throw them in the pit." And like, he just kind of like hits Hook Nose and like, "Shit, that's my brother," like. Uh, and he just kind of turns to you all and goes, "Well, remember, we'll be moving further along the road by evening, so be done fast, eh?"
We'll be done fast, but the indication we got from Hooknose was they might have set up a roadblock, so you may want to be cautious if we don't come back. Do you have anyone you'd be willing to send along with us to help get the goods back?
No, you're pretty much all the muscle we got. We got Cristal, who's about as helpful as 2 fucking sticks, unless it's beneficial to her. We got Tiberius, who ain't gonna leave the little girl's side. We got McDougal's, which are the 2 dwarf brothers. And we got Cook, who will prepare you something with actual fucking meat before you leave.
If we ask the caravan master, I want to ask him about the goods that are missing, because obviously Cristal's offered us money for them.
Mm-hmm.
But he might know more of whose they actually are.
Yeah. So you go and speak to him, and he's like, "Well, this missing shipments. Well, that'll have been the first one was medical supplies. Like painkillers and drugs and bandages and herbs and stuff for making medicine. And the second one, I believe, was just luxury goods. Nothing too fancy, but worth a pretty penny if you're selling it to the right people."
Oh, selling it to the right people. That sounds good to me.
Definitely bring my cart with us.
But if we brought them back, you'd be able to get them back to the rightful owners rather than her just buying them all and getting rid of them.
Who's
Extra
trying?
profit for her.
Who's trying to buy them?
Cristal.
Fucking, of course you would. Look, if you return them, you get a 10% finder's fee. If you keep them, you keep them. It's kind of the law these days, don't you think?
Sounds reasonable to me.
You return them, people like you. And you might get a 10% knockback. But if you keep them and sell them, well, if I was an original owner and found some arsehole selling my shit, I wouldn't be too happy with him. Not saying that you're an arsehole, of course.
That's true, but how would we know who the original owner is?
Well, you would just have to hope that the gods saw fit to keep you away from them when you were trying to sell their own stuff back to them.
I'm sure that if we tell, I think that is what that Cristal is intending to do. So if we give them to her for reward, she didn't say she wasn't going to give them back to the original owner. So She
Yeah,
seems to be like
I
a
can
handler.
assure you, she is in the import business.
in the tax and sales.
Exactly, you get it.
That's true.
So she buys and sells things. That's export import, isn't it?
Tax and sales. She
Oh,
claims stuff and sells it.
Yeah.
I'm in the find stuff and like it business.
you're sure making it difficult to remain ignorant.
Yeah.
If I like it, I like you'd like to keep it.
There you go. It's gotten dark. Uh, you guys are finished. Feel free to continue role playing this out. I'm just trying to build another map.
Okay.
And if I don't like it, I like to sell it. I'm in
Could-
the fine
could I-
stuff and like it.
There's so much there's so much different in the world these days, and different extents of different laws vary in different places. Uh, uh, I'm I spent a lot of time in Jesus and with my sister, and there uh, there's definitely a lot of bartering and trading and things moving around to different owners. So it became kind of a little difficult to determine exactly exactly what was whose originally. So uh,
Being a storyteller, I go from town to town so often that if I hold on to it for a few towns, I never run into the original owner when I sell it.
it's right. That makes sense.
Well, my opinion is that after years of working for others, I've got no problem with you doing whatever you want with luxury goods, but any medicine and that will be returned.
Oh yes, any medicine that we don't need.
Agreed. I think that we may want. Uh,
But like, if we run across healing potions or healing kits, we would probably need those.
It's likely.
Or even if it's items that our brewmaster here could brew into healing potions.
Yeah, I'd like to give that a shot. Like, I'm just gonna say like Aldebrand is kind of starting to put two and two together with the discussion of Cristal, and could I is she out of her tent or is she inside her tent?
She is inside her tent.
Okay, never mind
make
then.
make sure you knock.
I'll wait till we get her to give us her blessing or what have you. I'll try what I want to try.
Yeah, sure. So
So while
you
we're
all,
waiting on them, yeah, go ahead.
yep. So while you're waiting, after you all get your sort of early breakfast, Cristal comes out. She goes, "Oh, dear chef, some fresh apple slices and bacon would be grand." And she sees you're all waiting. She goes, "Oh, why didn't you wake me up earlier?"
We didn't want to disturb your fine repose, Lady Cristal.
Oh, darling, I could just eat you up. And she like
Me
flicks,
too, with a side of
flicks,
bacon and apple slices.
like flicks up your, flicks like under your chin, so like knocks your chin up when she says that.
From will make a comment about how some people need their beauty sleep.
Um. Okay.
We're trying to get her blessing, remember?
That works. That works. Okay. So some people need their beauty sleep, and she goes, "Oh, well, yet I'm still yet to see a handsome goat." Yeah. So, um, because of that comment, and she is a very petty person, she casts bless on 3 of you because that's what she would do because you've decided to have a pissing contest with the biggest bitch around. So yeah, so 3 of you have bless, which is +1 plus D4 on attack saving throws for the next hour.
That's fine.
Uh,
It's gonna take us an hour to
thank
get
you.
there.
Yeah. Well, what I'm going to say to expedite things is you guys see some land here on this map. Avail yourselves in that position, and obviously you've got hook nose here as well.
Okay, it's sort of it's just a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Top
Okay.
left corner.
Yep. I just wanted to make sure I didn't. I just saw a little bit, so I wanted to make sure that was it. So
And hook nose goes points to a tower that you all see in the distance, which is pretty close. It goes, our home is in here. And as you approach, if anyone wants to roll a history check for me.
Oh yeah, history.
okay, so how do you put your own token on there again?
You
Go
just
to
drag and drop.
and then drag your name onto the map.
Yeah.
My good God, I don't think I've rolled above a 2.
That's not true. You got a 4 there.
Hey, you got better
No,
than I
I've
did.
got a 4 bonus.
Oh, oh, Jesus. Okay, so that's a 6, and a 5. Oh, there we go. Rich, you know that this is a mausoleum. Is of an ancient noble family. Notes, notes, notes. And they were basically hunted down and killed the entire family because they practiced the dark magics. And they were like stoic protectors of an old kingdom, and then they went, instead of going like a little bit bad, they went bad.
I think there's a story in this. See, we could work on it together, but the short is that this is what I heard of a place where a magical family that went bad, and what he said. So we're probably going to get some areas that have some residual bad juju here. So, but I think we could. Do you think we can come up with a story about that, Carlos?
I definitely think so.
Okay, good. Out of character, just to before getting into this, I've
I believe
recast mage
that
armor on
this
myself.
would make a great story. I believe that the great bard Silver Eyes, she would have made an epic song about this adventure.
Well, she's not here, so it's up to us. So
She's my inspiration, you know.
I had a character that helped me as far as my inspiration in Jesus, but his I'm not sure that he's around anymore. He kind of I think he might have gotten on the wrong side of some people, but he's an inspiration, and nonetheless.
All right.
Are you missing somebody on the map?
Yeah, me. I'm not.
Right, I got you. Whoop.
Not really getting how to drop my token on the.
You're dropping it in the dark.
Did I? I don't know.
I mean, when you pinged it, you pinged in the dark.
Try again.
Oh, that wasn't me. That's mine's white.
Oh,
Yeah, that was me. I don't know why that's. So I've got Capram. We've got. Who's it we're missing? We're missing Ald.
It's Aldi. Yeah.
Okay, let's see if that works. Whoop. There you go.
There he is.
All right. Thank you.
No worries. No worries. Yeah, so Hooknose goes, big glowy circle in cave. Don't go right. That's where the ladies lives. The ladies be angry because of baby season. Now let me goes.
Is cave under tower?
Not hidden. Go inside.
I'll head for the door.
Yeah, there. Hold on. Are there any traps or guards in place that we should know about?
They not when I was there, but they probably no happy that you killed us.
We share that feeling about you killing us.
Yes, we would not be happy if you kill us.
See, goblins and other people is not very different. So me go,
You're pretty philosophical for a little goblin.
me used to be leader.
Oh, you used to be leader? Why are you not leader now?
Me not no bad magics.
So, if it would be in your best interest if we eliminated the other one, perhaps you could be leader again?
Yes, but me
Would you
need
get
crossbow and bolties back so me can shoot them.
anyone good at checking out if that's true?
But you want us to determine his
Yeah, like an insight type of thing.
sense
That's
motive.
our. Yeah. We would
Insight.
insight. I would like to. Yeah,
See if he's
definitely.
full of shit or not.
Exactly. Just like it says in the player's handbook. Determine shit level.
If you want to roll insight, you can see if
Yeah,
you
he's totally telling the truth.
he's totally telling the truth. Both of you. Oh, what's that one? Oh, yeah. Kikos, you're like he's a goblin. Do I trust him? Yeah. You think he's being honest about it?
I mean, I could roll insight, but I don't trust him anyway.
Yeah, fair enough.
Just because he shot me.
Point blank in the chest. Yeah, that's fair enough.
I kind of trust that he might have been the chieftain because he was a damn good shot.
Me used to kill goatees. 600 steps away. And then like,
And I say, just move. If we get the mage killed, I'll think about giving you your bow back.
okay,
But I'm keeping your arrows.
it's okay. Me has lots more at home.
I figured.
I'm going to continue around and in the front.
Okay. So as you enter, there are two sarcophagi as you enter. And
Also a ghostly dog. I don't know if you were supposed to put that there or not.
yep, there is a spectral dog there. And when you approach, it kind of barks, but it makes no noise, and goes up on all fours, and its tail starts wagging. And starts running around the room. And then it runs through you, and you just kind of feel a bit cold.
I'll have a glance at the two sarcophagi and then just head for the stairs.
They are just two stone sarcophagi. They don't look like they've been opened. Probably just too heavy for goblins to open.
But as long as they don't look like they've been opened, I'll happily leave them.
Yep. Ah, hey, ghosty boy. And he goes over and pretends to play with the dog.
What's in the sarcophagi?
Me no know. Me no big enough to open. Probably dead things.
We can check it out on the way out.
I don't know. Said something about dark magics. They might not be dead still.
Nothing adventured, nothing gained. But I agree, not right now, anyway.
Okay. So yeah, this whole time while you guys are talking, he's just like playing with the dog, and the dog's like trying to catch his hands in its mouth and things like that.
What's the doggy's name?
Ghosty?
Hi, Ghosty.
And
So I'm
just kind of
so
looks up at you, barks like, but no noise comes. It's just like the facial like woof.
Capron will just shake his head and walk down the stairs.
Okay.
I will bring up the rear.
You walk down the stairs. Roll me a dex saving throw.
everybody, or
Everyone that's on the stairs.
All right.
16.
So you make it. Ald, you don't. The stairs turn into a slide.
Oh no.
Capram, I'm gonna need another deck save because Ald's about to come into the arse of you. Yep, you both go sliding down the stairs.
Except you now have a Dragonborn sat on you.
Yeah. There you go. You go down here. And
thought you said there were no traps.
No, me says they may put traps. They no happy you killed us.
Isn't a slide trap a pretty
Go down the slide.
involved trap?
We've been working all night to set that up.
Are you guys up?
It's
You guys-
an old trap. We disarm it.
If you guys stay up there, we can throw a rope up. Maybe we could tie it to one of the sarcophagi or something.
Capram and Ald, I need words, Scott, words.
Action.
Perception checks. As all the torches around the room come on, pum, 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 pum,
19.
pum, 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 pum.
Are you guys okay?
Seems like it, yeah.
Capram, you start to see that this coffin over here and these two little coffins over here start to open.
I want to go up to the big one, try and hold it close.
Give me a strength check.
And then at the same time as telling Al to call the rest down.
Everybody come down quick, please.
Get out of the way!
Yeah, you start to hold that one closed. It doesn't move anymore. But the two smaller ones in the bottom corner, definitely open now.
You heard him, Goblin. Kick the Goblin downstairs.
Like when you go to kick the goblin, he's like wee and like slides down, and he goes, "Oh, they spoke it to the dead peoples. This is not good. Not good. Not good."
Okay.
Two zombies come out of the small sarcophagi.
So, you want to? Can we slide down before the action starts?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, in a controlled manner, so not to run into people. I try to. Can I go ahead and move? Slide and then move to this side
Of course.
to make room. Okay.
Okay. Hook Nose immediately goes, No nose. We has deals. Where's Top Ghosty Man? Where's Big Ghosty Man? No munchie on me, zombie peoples. Where's Ghosty Man?
All right, I'll try to slide down standing up with my crossbow drawn.
Mm-hmm.
So that I'm ready to take a shot off when I get down there.
Okay, you slide down and you see two zombies at the other side of the room. Do you just shoot at them?
Yeah, I'll take a pot shot.
All right. Okay. 17. Yeah, that's gonna hit the zombie. Yeah, go for it. Roll your damage. 5. Yeah, just into the shoulder. And then you hear sort of cackling coming from this side of the room, just behind Zahalum. Zal, as a
I'll
ghost comes through the door, through the wall, and just kind of goes, "Oh, Hook knows, my boy, you brought me new playthings." And then
Hook nose.
And Hook knows it's like,
No, Ghosty. They're here to take bad magic mans away. Let you rule cave again.
It's been a while since my darlings have eaten, though, and 2 of them are already awake.
3. Copperham will just call out 3 while still holding the casket closed.
And he goes, "Oh, no, dear boy, it's a very simple enchantment. If it doesn't open, they don't wake up." Right, well then, if you can
So
clear
are
out,
you? Okay, go ahead.
if you can clear out these things like my little hook nose is saying, then sure, I'll let you leave with your lives. But if you die, your bodies and souls are mine.
But once we die, I don't know whether we're going to have much of a say about it anyway.
Yes, well, as a show of good faith, why don't you take all the shinings? And he puts his hand through the wall here and opens up a path.
Would
I
you?
will. I'll start making a bargain with him. I'll say,
As he like the zombies start to move forward to Capram, and he just kind of looks at them, and they just go back into their coffins.
I will take this deal, but if you're ruling this with Hooknose after we take out the bad man,
He is merely a necromancer that I foolishly give power to.
yes, then you will let Hooknose stay under you in charge and not give that power to anyone else.
Hooknose has been alive for 600 years because of the power I've given him.
Because Hooknose knows how to control this area.
Yes, he's very good at it.
Yes,
I use him to keep my crypt safe so little Ghosty doesn't get bored. That's all. That's all goblins are really good for, don't you think? No
yes,
offense, Hooknose.
yeah, yes. I agree with you. We get out with the shinies and take out this necromancer.
Well, the only thing I can say
If we
is,
can't get out, we stay here with you.
great. Is it? Do we have a deal? And he puts his hand out to shake your hand.
If all of us perish, if just one of us falls and we can get that person out, they do not stay with you.
If they fall and they're in the cave for longer than an hour, the cave will do it itself.
Are you the previous owner of this tower and this ruin?
I'm in the white sarcophagi out front, yes.
Well,
Is
And
seems fine to me.
are there any? Do you know whether they've set any additional traps in addition to this slide that we just came down?
Well, I believe they put a small creature in the treasure room.
Are there any shinies inside the sarcophagus?
Don't
That you want us to get rid
look
of?
in the sarcophagi.
Very well. That's not part of the what you want us to remove. No problem.
If you wish to take the treasures that the goblins have collected, they are up there. And he points up to the stairway that he's just uh, revealed to you, and he goes, "But they did put a small creature in there. But nothing a bunch of capable adventurers would be able to deal with."
I'm
And
gonna let,
then he disappears.
now gonna let go of the sarcophagus now that I finally trust it,
Yep, doesn't move.
and then I'll head forward and up the stairs.
Okay,
Unless
so
anyone
you
rushes in front of me.
I'll stay behind you. You seem like a
okay?
trusted ally to leave the way.
I'm not going to cut in front of a dragonborn.
You walk into a room. It's very clean. It's almost like the goblins have been cleaning in here. Everything is piled up in the corner, and you see gold, you see gems, you see balls, you see like 5 or 6 crates that are labeled for Valentine Hospital, and 2 crates that say precious gems and cargo. Do not look inside.
Watch out for the little creature.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I'm
Okay.
ignoring crates and gold and stuff, and I'm looking for whatever might move.
Um, roll me a D100.
Wow.
Good, because you get one gelatinous cube that falls from the ceiling.
What did the gelatinous cube roll?
It doesn't fall on you; it just falls on the ceiling
Uh,
because it can sense the warmth.
I'm guessing it's initiative.
That is initiative, everyone. Let me just get the turn tracker up. There you go.
That's
And I need to.
initiative.
There we go. There you go. There you got to click on your tokens first. Remember.
Initiative.
Would anybody mind breaking for like 5 minutes? I just gotta hit the can.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, thank you.
I'd suggest not hitting it. It might hurt your hand.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
Yeah, we need more humor for the stream.
Yeah. Um.
I wasn't on my guy.
If anyone else wants to go, please feel free to.
Sure.
Oh crap! That wasn't my role. Gotta change it.
You got an 814.
Yeah, I got it. Oh, you got it.
Yeah.
Quicker than I am with my slow hands.
Nice. You say it's slow hands. I think it's just old age, John.
Has somebody got the pause on the Twitch one, have they?
I think Cash can do that, but
Are we just
Much.
gonna
yeah, we'll just
give them a couple of seconds?
we'll just chat away. So, chat, how's everyone doing? I hope you're all behaving yourselves and having a lovely week so far. You know, weekend, woohoo! It's almost there.
Yes.
Feel free to ask the players very inappropriate questions to learn more about them.
Yes,
But
you'll
not
have, to read it. You'll have to read me the questions.
Of course, I can read you. I'll read you any question. No, I'm nice that way. Yeah. So if anyone's there wanting to get to know the players anymore or myself, please feel free, and I will answer to the best of my abilities. I'm going to go and check chat right now. This is when we have one person in, it's Brian, and he asks us really good questions.
Hey Scott, did y'all want to go for break?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we have 4 viewers, guys. We have 4 viewers.
Woo!
Sorry about that.
Cool. Action Surge will return after a few moments.
And that's us back. Thanks for putting up with us for going away for a little while. Yeah, so they are just getting into initiative with a very small and rough looking. They're just getting involved with a gelatinous cube, yeah. So let's see how this goes. Let me roll for my gelatinous cube. Oop, pick it up there. Oh, no, I can't see. Let's go. Oh.
You have been rolling too well.
I know the dice gods like me today, but in fairness, the gelatinous cube has a -4, so it's a 16.
I don't know if they
So,
like you, but they definitely hate me.
yeah. So let's start with Zal. You're up first, right in front of your friend Capram. Falls about a 3 foot tall gelatinous cube. What are you going to do about it?
Okay, am I far enough up the stairs that I can see the gelatinous cube?
Yes, the stairs are not very steep.
Okay, so I'm gonna yell, okay, guys, lean right. And I'm gonna see if they do that and try to shoot a firebolt around them to hit the gelatinous cube. Because there
Okay.
is some room on the stairs. I want to try to get a
Yeah.
clean shot at it.
Okay, I'm gonna say the gelatinous cube gets +2 to its armor class because you're
Okay.
shooting around.
Yep. Yeah, I certainly don't want to roast my friends. Okay, there's the firebolt.
It definitely hits. Roll your damage.
Yay! 6.
6 takes 6 damage. Oof. Okay.
I hate gelatinous cubes.
Had many interactions with them.
I've written many stories about them. That's almost the same.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let you go first, and then the cube goes after you.
All right. I guess I'll try to slide past Cuprum
Mm-hmm.
so I can get kind of flanking on it.
I won't say flanking, but sure.
Is it? Would you?
Flanking,
I mean,
you
I
would have
can
to go
move
to the other
there
side
in
of it.
row.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you know what? Sure, I'll just make room for everybody else to shamble into the room. I'll go all the way around. If
Yep,
that's
sure.
okay.
So in flanking in my games, you've got to be opposite sides.
Okay.
Okay.
So you get advantage.
I will try to sneak attack the gelatinous cube.
Go for it. So you can roll
24
again,
hit.
just in. It does, but because you get advantage, roll again and see if you get that juicy 20.
All right.
Oh, see,
Okay.
oh,
Better.
yeah, that hit better. Right, roll your damage. So
14.
that is 14. Thank you. Oofed. Solid hit. With every hit that you land, it keeps getting smaller and smaller. Yeah, so it's now going to roll an attack. It is going to. Yeah, you just hurt it, so it's going to try and engulf you.
Oh,
I am
boy.
going to need a dex saving throw from you.
All right. Competent at that, so that should be knock on wood.
19. And it misses.
I was
So,
gonna say, don't forget you're blessed too.
yep.
Oh,
Uh,
good point.
yeah. So,
Do you guys know how to add that in?
Yes, I do,
So
but I don't know if they do.
D4 to it.
Yeah,
Or...
yeah. You add a d4 to all attack and saving.
If you go onto your character sheet, on the right-hand side, you've got core bio spells and then a little cog.
Yeah.
You click the cog. On the
Okay.
right-hand side list, there's show global save modifiers and show global attack modifier.
Mm-hmm.
If you tick both of them, it'll add blessing as general.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
and then you
And then
go
you
back
can-
to your core screen, and you'll have bless in both of the areas,
Mm-hmm.
and then just untick it when you don't have bless, and tick it when you do have bless.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Same for you can add a guidance modifier too if we have somebody with guidance eventually in the party.
And then Caprim, it is your go, my dear sir. I saw that you want to try and keep it. Roll an animal handling check with disadvantage because it's not technically an animal. 14. I'm gonna roll insight for it.
If that wasn't with disadvantage, that was a 20.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna roll insight for it, and it has a -4, so an 11. I'm gonna say that it doesn't want to fight, but you've hurt it too much for it to trust you.
I mean, that's the rest of these guys. I'm just taking out food and throwing it into it.
Yep. Well, you're with these people. It can see 60 feet. So yeah. So there you go. After you, it is our fair satyr's turn, who ironically has a billy goat beard himself.
Okay. I don't know if they have an intelligence.
Wisdom saving throws. Let me roll. Oh, it's a nat 1. What insult do you throw at this gelatinous cube with your vicious mockery?
You, my friend, are no greater than the ooze that you leave as a trail when you slide across the ground.
And it doesn't care about that, so it only takes 1 point of damage. Uzis do not have sad faces to make sad faces with. So
I mean,
yeah,
they do, but it's usually just what they've eaten.
yeah, pretty much. Zalaman, you're up again.
Okay,
You do see Caprim just taking out his rations and throwing it into the cube.
What the heck are you doing? I say. I want to try to move by him and still keep. Can I? I don't want to be at disadvantage to use firebolt. So that's within 5 feet.
5 feet, and
Are these all? Are these all
they're
5 feet?
5 feet squares. Yeah.
If the goblins can train it, I can train it.
Okay, I'll just. All right. I hope you know what you're doing. If you do, it's going to make a really great story. So I'm letting him go and do that. I don't think I've got anything else that I want to. That's not a violent action that I can think of that would help. Oh wait, I can. If there's anything that I can do to assist, and maybe that's being an entertainer, I can try to do a little thing where I'm singing a song of
If you want to,
of Jello to it.
sing,
Try to.
if you sing me a song that is gonna make one of our few watchers laugh, then you can get it. Caprim can get an advantage on his next animal handling check. But you have to sing me a song about jelly right now.
Everybody likes jelly. You put it on toast, you put it on bread. Everybody loves jelly. Jelly is good for your head and your belly.
Well done. Well done. All right, Caprim, you get advantage on your next animal handling check. I'll take. You're up. Hello.
Hello.
You're up.
He's being
Oh,
sneaky.
sorry, boss.
He's so
Um,
sneaky. He's disappeared.
Oh, are we? So we're not trying to kill this thing now?
Huh? Don't know.
And I'm not.
Okay. I don't know. I'll ruffle around my back. Like, how big is the cube now? Is there like
It's
can we fit
about
it?
2 foot squared.
Could we fit it in one of these boxes or something? Will it dissolve
You,
that?
you don't know.
I guess. I don't know what I would do. I'd just kind of like maybe I'll use disengage and move over to not out of the room, but like to one of these boxes and try and
Up
pry
against the wall, sort of thing. Sorry,
Yeah,
you see? Yeah. Okay.
whichever one said the jet, because I don't want to mess up the medicine. You said there was like gems, a box of gems or something.
Yeah, it says crystal ein precious gems and sundries is what it says on the wall.
I'll crack that box open, see if I can get the lid off.
All right, give me a strength check because I'm assuming you're just doing this with your hands.
Yes, sir. 9.
9. You get your hands in and you pull and it doesn't give.
All right. Okay, that's my turn.
All right, Capri.
It's it.
So you get advantage.
It's turns between me and before me.
Oh yeah, right. Well, in that case, it is going to, because it doesn't know what's happening. Yeah, it's going to try and engulf you because you're feeding it. So give me a dex saving throw. Ooh,
That's a
you're
3.
you're gonna take
Yeah.
4 acid damage as it wraps itself around your calf.
Yeah, don't forget your bless too.
I didn't get it.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're a smart ass.
That's right.
Right, you take 3 acid damage as it wraps itself around your calf.
I was just checking because I know I'm acid-based Dragonborn, but I don't think I get resistance.
Not
Not
yet.
early.
Not yet. I think that's either a 3rd or a 5th level thing.
I think it's third.
Okay.
Ooh.
So you said advantage, yeah?
Yeah, so it's a straight roll because you have disadvantage because you're trying to tame an abomination.
Oh,
But-
that's just mean. You can't just call them abominations.
Boom. It slurps off you after you sprinkle more of your ration and just sits on the ground, just sort of vibing with you, sort of wiggling in place.
I'm gonna try and convince the guys to move out of the way so that I can lure it down the stairs and out of the way.
Sure.
Tell me when I can move.
You can move now. You're now effectively out of combat. Because you now have a small squishy jelly friend. So you bring it down here, it just follows you. And Hooknose like jumps up on one of the sarcophagi and goes, "Why does you have a jelly?"
apparently your goblins put the jelly in there. That's what the ghost said.
Did not know we had a jelly. Good to know.
Well, I'm now feeding the jelly.
Yep.
So you don't have a jelly anymore.
So you took the jelly.
That is fine. I don't like jellies.
You three that are up here, in this lovely situation, feel free to plunder and pillage.
I mean,
Yes,
we're all
plunder and
we're-
pillage.
There is 70 of those coins that you hate.
Electric.
Electrum coins. There's 70 of those coins. There's 70 Electrum coins. And the crates. In 2 bottles.
Ooh, bottles.
It's a shame how every single coin in the Goblin Dungeon just suddenly became Electrum Piece.
Rule 100: never give the DM ideas.
Well, here's the thing. Do you go over and inspect the Electrum pieces?
I mean, I don't. I'm down the bottom feeding a jelly.
Yeah. Yeah. Is
Can
anyone...
I make a perception check at him? Because my
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah,
Go for it.
it's like,
Perceive the Electrum pieces.
oh, yeah, I guess my
They look-
perception's right now too.
They look like Electrum pieces.
I'll take a gander.
They look like Electrum pieces. Yeah, they look like Electrum pieces. Yeah, but the bottles, there's 2 bottles and 4 crates of goods. Of luxury goods and 2 crates of the medical supplies. So
Do you
yeah,
want to start moving them just down the stairs and obvious?
Might
Yeah,
as well.
so we don't have to go get them later.
Gonna yell at Hook Nose and be like, help us get this stuff out of here. And Hook Nose, where is this mage?
he downstairs, and he points to hits a button there's a spider web just here in the corner, and he swats the spider's web, and a door opens here, and door opens here, and whoop whoop.
Okay, I'm now kind of glad we kept the goblin alive.
Cooper, is the jelly seeming to grow after you're feeding it?
I mean, I don't know. It's small, you're small, they're all small.
It's not growing right away, but it is hurt. So it's going to take you guys maybe 40 minutes to get all the crates down here by yourselves. Hooknose is not moving because he's terrified of the jelly, and you let go of his rope, so there's no one holding him. So he's just like, fuck you. So, I'm helping. I don't have to do everything you say now, and I apologize because I'm swearing again. So
Yeah, roll. That's the second one, so take damage.
So there you go. I take 8 psychic damage.
Would it not be better to kill the wizard, get the goblins to help us take stuff out?
As the DM takes psychic damage, everyone gets 8 gold coins. Just appears in their pouches.
Would have hurt the hit points, but
Oh yeah, because you're hurt.
Do we want to break open a? Can we try to open one of the medicine ones to see if we can get something to heal Cooper?
I'm good.
Sure.
We rested.
No, but I'm good.
All right.
Yeah. So after about 40 minutes, all the crates are down here.
You did take four hit points of acid damage. That's right.
Yeah. And Hooknose tells you that there is a spiraling staircase in the other room.
If I continue through, is the jelly going to follow me, or is it going to stay in this room?
You don't know. You're gonna have to try and see.
I'll continue on.
Okay. As you move and as you keep sprinkling food behind you, it follows.
Who wants to go next? Guys, unless we say differently, this kind of be the general marching order, so we can speed up the moving of the tokens.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So as you guys go down the stairs,
I'm going to leave a pile of food in a corner
okay,
and hope that it waits here.
pick a corner. Okay, so it goes. It will go into that corner, and just wait. Just nom 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 nom.
I'm going to have a quick look on the stairs to make sure it's not going to turn into a ramp before I go down.
Okay, give me an investigation check. You don't think there's any traps.
Oh joy.
The firm glances at the stairs very quickly and heads down.
After you get about 10 feet down, give me a dex saving throw. Oh, then this is the one you wanted to save because with the top slide, it was just a slide. But to here, you fall into spikes. And you are going to take 4 damage as you fall into spikes. And it
Somebody get on a rope.
there's it is dark in here, and you have dark vision, don't you?
I do.
So in that case, you see that far.
Okay. Now, do you want us to get some medicine for you, Kuprum?
About that far.
Yeah, I'll call back up. Might want to check the crates.
The second you talk, Kuprum, fall for traps. And for Oven of Shadows, which means they get advantage because you can't see. 3 arrows are going to come your way. So first roll with advantage is 15.
Head on, I think.
Okay. Second one is 50.
Yep.
And the third one is 9. So 2 hits. That is 8 piercing damage as you're shot with 2 arrows. And all you guys hear from upstairs is as your beloved Dragonborn is knocked unconscious again.
Be like, give me a minute. I'm gonna go check the
Yep.
medicine cases.
So I'm just gonna do this because you guys don't see that shit. You guys don't see that anymore.
Takes me 2 rounds to get up to that room.
Luckily, I got put on 0, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm bleeding out.
You're not. You're just unconscious. But you are gonna get moved. As 2 goblins start dragging your fine self over to the women goblin.
I think we need to go after him. I say to Aldi, because we can hear him being moved, right?
Yeah, you hear him being dragged across the ground and goblins chittering away.
All
I was gonna
right.
say, I'm on my way to get the medicine. I'll cast light on myself so that I don't have to worry about casting it on or on the way back, one of the two, so I don't have to worry about casting it after I get back down there.
Okay.
Could I try to slide down the now ramp and try to like vault past the spikes?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, I'll go for that. I'll do. I'm guessing an acrobatics check.
Yeah, acrobatics, athletics, your choice.
22.
Yeah.
22. Yeah, not too bad.
with ease.
All right, so I'll land in the whole area, I guess.
Yeah. So you see this.
I'm going to try to, knowing it's a trap and it's a slide, I'm going to try to go cautiously down and avoid the spikes. I don't know whether I can go around them or whether I'd have to jump over them.
You would have to
So,
probably jump. It's
so
designed
okay.
for you to pick up speed like a water slide, and
Okay.
then have spikes at the bottom.
So for that would be
Athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
okay.
I believe in you.
Nat one.
Nah, it's not me rolling.
That one.
A nat fucking one. All right, I was only one.
Language.
Yeah, just one though. A loud free one.
Yeah, he gets one free one, but he does, however, take one piercing damage.
Oh, okay.
They're only small spikes, but they still
It'll
hurt.
take me 4 rounds till I get back to where I can attempt it. So
Okay.
Okay,
Okay, you come down the
marking
slide.
down the one hit die. So where do I end up here or
Yeah.
there?
I'll because you hit the spikes, you end up like there.
Okay.
How come
Did I
you come
find
down the slide and hit
anything?
one spike? I come down the slide
And
and
then
hit all of them.
I'm thin.
You're bigger than him.
right.
Yeah.
I
So
snaked around it.
yeah. So you guys know that there's goblins, and all of a sudden, coming from down the side, you hear, "Whee! Get out!" As he takes 2 points of damage, Hook Nose start speaking in Goblin like, and torches are lit.
Oh,
Um,
did I find anything useful up in the medicine?
give me 1 second.
Yep.
Torches are lit, and you see this.
Now time for those famous words.
Give me a strength check to see if you could open the crate.
Oh, I see.
That was the famous words.
Yeah, those are famous. Don't mess up your strength check. Eight.
Plus 9, right?
No, he got an 8. He could roll a 7, got +1.
Oh, right.
So, no, you don't open the crate.
How about I bash it with something? Oh, can I ram it with my horns?
Sure. 21. You get your horn in and roll your damage.
7.
You just crack open the top, and you find medical supplies. Do you know medicine?
Not really. Let's give it a medicine roll. 22.
You as soon as you open it, you find a tray of 6 health potions.
All right. I will toss out my bag and run back down.
Okay, so that's 2 more rounds till you reach everyone else.
Yep.
And the goblins start coming around and go, Hukna, Hukna. Hukna. And this very, like, pardon the crude term, like, short stack goblin woman comes over and like hugs him, slaps him, then kisses him, and then walks away.
Not necessarily in that order.
No, not necessarily in that order, as you
Probably
picture it.
slap, hug, slap, kiss, slap.
Yeah, crotch
Right.
kick, walk away. No.
When I do get down there, I would like to do, if I can, instead of or in combination with the acrobatics checks, I would like to do this.
Mirthful leap, yeah. If you know, you can mirthful leap. Yeah. Yeah, that's totally fine. Because you know it's there. So you can
Right.
mirthful leap it. Yeah, after about a minute of all these goblins slowly eking towards and kind of just like checking you all out, but weapons still being very drawn and still like Hook knows what the fuck have you done, you know. Caprim, you wake up with need to roll my dice. 4 hit points. As this goblin woman is like rubbing like herbs and dirt into your wounds. And you're
Perfect.
surrounded by lots of little tents.
Perfect. Herbs and dirt. Just
Hook knows we don't have to. We don't have to kill these people if you can all help get the big bad guy.
Like he looks back at you with like a sort of like doesn't talk to you, but he's like what, like gives you the look like, what do you think I'm trying to convince them? You know, like and he is going to make a persuasion check. And he gets +4, and I'm going to roll their insight because we've all got to be fair. Yeah, they all just kind of be like, and they turn, and they all start looking up that way.
Oh, nice point.
hey, look, he's even pointing his finger at it.
Yep.
And as they all turn around, 3 very large, very odd-looking goblins come running down and kind of just start wailing on everyone. So roll initiative.
Is that when I jump in?
Pretty much. You jump in and you see goblin on goblin action.
I jump in with a mirthful fancy leap.
Yeah. So roll initiative, guys.
And I look at Hook Nose and say, "What's going on?
Uh, Hook knows. On his turn, will reply to you. I'm just messing. He turns around and goes, "Undead gobos. They listen to the badsmen's."
Can I yell out as a free action and do it with a persuasion?
Yeah.
I will yell out and I'll say, Hook Nose is in charge of this cavern. He has been in charge of this cavern for over 400 years. The ghost has placed him in charge. You need to listen to Hook Nose. We have come here to take out the necromancer, to put Hook Nose back in charge.
All the other goblins kind of look at you like, dude, we're already helping.
I'm talking to the other ones too.
They do not respond. Even with your lovely natural 20, all the other goblins feel inspired, but it's almost like the ones that are fighting are undead and under the control of the people that they
Good try, though. That is an excellent try.
like that was beautiful, Silver Tongue. I wish I could reward you some way, but your beautiful words have very little power over the dark arts.
Well, had to try.
Good try.
Yep. You know what? No, you know what? I'm going to roll, and if I get under 12, one of them kind of stops and looks at you. No, it doesn't happen.
Nope.
So yeah, these three goblins are going to roll their attacks. It's a miss, that's a hit, and that's definitely going to be a hit. These guys have like like big ouchies, so this goblin here gets squished
Oh,
because these two lovely gentlemen just hit him in the face with hammers. So yeah, and that is their turn. Going first will be Zal. Go for it.
get him, Zal.
Okay. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. I can't.
You got three bad goblins.
Okay. Oh, I'm trying to tell by the way they're facing.
Yeah.
Those
Well,
three. Okay, that one's. All right. I want to get a good shot over here, and
that is a wall.
well, then I'll. All right. How about
So
if I go this way? I just want to get around so I get a clear shot, and I'll shoot at. Let's see. Well, that. How do I get so I ping him?
there you go. That's fine.
Yep. And
Just
let's
hold your mouse down over there.
there.
Yep. Go for it. Roll to attack.
Let's try firebolting him since that worked so well last time. Whoop. Wait. That's weird.
You're rolling with advantage for some reason.
Yeah, you got
Like,
advantage.
got-
Gotta go checked.
I don't
Yeah.
know how I don't know how I did that.
Yeah.
I mean I used firebolt last time and I didn't roll for advantage.
Don't worry about it. You got
Okay.
17 to hit. That does not hit.
17 doesn't hit?
17 does not hit.
Woo! That was one of my best firebolts, guys. So that's movement. That I don't know what I have for. How tough are these guys? To hook nose.
They good fighters. Deads. No feel pain.
So it would seem. Okay,
What
that's
did he
me.
say?
He said that they're good fighters. They look pretty tough.
Did he say deadheads?
Deadheads.
Dead heads. Okay, sorry, thought it was deads. Got to get that to dead heads. Got it. Okay.
Did you
Okay.
hit on a 17 or miss?
He missed.
Ouch.
Only one of them has that high armor though. And two very angry-looking goblin women come running out and push this goblin into this circle, and he fries and dies instantly.
He did say not to step in the circle. Oh wait, that's not what he said. So she pushed a regular goblin or a undead goblin?
A regular goblin because he was in his way, in her way.
Don't step in the circle.
Don't mess with the women.
Hook Nose just laughs. And Silvertongue, you're up.
Mm-hmm.
Next on deck is Capram, so just be ready for it, buddy.
I don't want to do that.
So yeah,
Right.
everyone that's watching should tell their friends to come watch Action Surge too, because then you get to see more silly shenanigans like this.
All right, I'm going to target this one with
Wisdom save. Okay. Their wisdom is pretty low. So, yeah. So he takes 9 psychic damage. Oof.
it has to
Okay.
run away from me.
Okay, so as he runs, this goblin's going to attack him. and is going to hit him very hard in the back with his sword. Not really hard, but hit him. And the two ladies, this lady is going to poke him with her spear, and she's going to miss. So what was that? 3 plus 9. Yeah, he's still up, but he has to run 30 feet, right? So
Let's see.
he ran 30 feet back.
Yep.
Okay. Pram, you're up.
And I think as a bonus action, I want to use Bardic Inspiration.
Okay, who are you inspiring?
I will inspire Zal.
Okay.
Thanks, buddy. I feel inspired just by you being here.
I'll sing a song. Oh, my brave. All of you brave goblins and my compatriots, stand against these men. We can defeat them and give back this cavern to Hooknose.
Like the goblins that are fighting kind of all stop, look at you, and go, "There's no man's here's," and then get back to fighting.
I'm gonna drag my ass up off the floor.
As you leave, the goblin that's treating your wounds smacks your ass.
In a don't go anywhere, or in one of those boisterous.
Yeah, and one of those, hey, it's breeding season time.
Puts a bit of an extra step into me to make me go a little bit further.
Yep, it gives you 5 feet movement. As you kind of, whew.
And I'm gonna stick behind these two goblin women
Yeah.
and throw a javelin.
Okay, who are you aiming for? This guy, right? Roll attack. This one is wearing very little AC, and of course, this is when you hit big. 4 piercing. Yep, just knocks into him, and he just keeps fighting. Good for keeping track. Thank you. Yeah.
Thought those were for stabbing, not for throwing.
Yeah, I've given up.
Alfie, you're up.
I slide down just here a little bit, myself a little bit more of a clear shot, and I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try and shoot this guy with an arrow.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to know if shooting through the circle. I mean, I'm basically just. I saw the guy get completely incinerated instantly.
Yeah, it was like he never existed.
So I'm gonna try and shoot an arrow through this circle at the
Okay.
the
So
zombie.
you're crossing the center of the circle. Okay.
Yeah, just to see if maybe the arrow will catch on fire if it's through quick enough. But we'll see. No sneak attack. Oh well. I don't hit anyway. So.
Yeah, you don't hit. But if you did, something cool might have happened.
I'll keep whacking away at it. That's my turn.
Zal, you are up, my fine serpentine friend.
I'll talk and say, that was a brilliant idea. That's worthy of a song itself. I'm going to try it too. So I'm going to go with my crossbow and try and shoot this guy through the line. So here we go. Take this. Okay, there we go.
16 will hit. I want you to roll your damage and roll 2d6 and a d8. The d8 first, so I know what type of damage it does.
Okay, so am I doing that? Just don't hit the light crossbow. Roll this separately.
Right. So hit the light crossbow for your light crossbow damage.
Oh, okay.
Then you roll 2d6 on top of that. Okay, so you do 7 piercing, so 2d6 on top of that. Okay, and then roll me a d8 so I can tell you what kind of damage this. No, just 1d8. So a 1, that is. Your bolt catches fire, and when it hits the goblin, it just. Like, ambers fly all over the goblin. And it's still standing, but it looks pretty hurt.
Good
Uh,
idea.
Over time before your turn, the goblins are going to come, and this one's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and is going to smack this goblin that he's fighting. So that's going to be a miss. This goblin is going to smack the one he's fighting. That's a crit miss. And the third goblin, you know what? Third goblin's probably going to get the guy that his pals just missed. It's very simple that way. And that's going to be a 17 to hit. So this goblin might get it. Oh, this goblin in the middle here is hanging on as he's just getting assailed left, right, and centre. Silvertongue, you're up.
Okay. This time I'm actually going to come up here. And I'm going to cast a spell.
Sorry, can you show me what path you took?
Yeah, let me do that again. I never know how to do that trail thing, so
You click and pick up your model, then right click, and then right click in every square you want to go into
see,
as you're dragging it.
yeah, it makes my map move when I do that.
So like that? Is that the move you wanted to make?
Yeah,
Alright, as you cross,
not through the middle. That. Here, I'll do it one square at a time. 1, 2, 3.
okay,
4.
right. That's fine.
When I try to do the other thing, it makes my map move and go crazy.
Yep, that's fine.
So
Yeah, you're there. What are you doing? Thunderwave. Now, what direction are you putting Thunderwave in?
15-foot cube, right?
Yeah, so that would be.
Can you toss me a cube or
Yeah, so that would be like.
here? Let me.
That would be a 15-foot cube.
Yep. So I want to hit all 3 of them. I'm gonna probably hit this instant bystander.
So
Actually, I want to go back one space for me.
okay, right. So wait there. You want to go back a space.
Yep.
And then you want to move your square.
Yep. Down
Right.
1 and over 1.
Got you.
I'm gonna hit the innocent bystander. Yep.
Okay. Yep, that kills one of those goblins and kills the innocent bystander too.
Yep.
They both only had 1 hit point left. So even if they succeeded, they would have died. So yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. All the goblins are like, "Hiya!" They like all cover their ears for a second. Yeah. Hook Nose runs over and picks up his fallen comrade's weapon and is going to attack the undead goblin to help his friends. But a natural 20 runs over and 6 double plus 3 just beheads the undead goblin. And it falls to the ground. So there is only 1 left.
And while I'm standing there, I'll yell back at a couple of them, say, "I've got a healing potion when I can get it to you."
The 2 goblins before lady goblins are gonna move around this undead guy, and they are gonna harry him something fierce. So one of them gets advantage. She gets an 8 plus 4, 12 is a miss. The other one gets 15. So she's gonna skewer him to the wall with her spear, which she's skewering him, which does an extra d6 damage, so that's 1d8 plus 1d6. So does 3 damage, and he is skewered to the wall. So he can't move anymore. Caprim, you have advantage on a incapacitated target if you can hit him.
I'm gonna move up and stand between the two women.
Alright, go for it. Uh, 20 will hit, and 8. You finish off this last undead goblin. Well done, Capri. And yeah, that's it. All the other goblins cheer for a second, and then Hooknose goes and points to the darkness of where the undead ones came, and they all just start marching. Well, that's true. The 2 lady goblins create like a phalanx and start marching forward.
While we've got a quiet second, just want to ask, can you all stop shooting me?
Hooknose goes, "You don't come down with me. They think you're here to eat them, you small dragon." And he just walks past you, like, silly small dragon.
I'll hand you a healing potion.
And as you all enter, this is what you see.
I'll drink the healing potion.
Yep, please do.
I can't remember what they are. 2d4 plus 2?
2d4 plus 2.
Action surge potion rules, or you have just regular rules.
Action surge potion rules. If you take your action, you will take the full amount of healing.
I mean, I'll stop and heal.
Yeah, please do. So you get 10 hit points back. You hear fighting ensue very quickly with the goblins. Does anyone go up to help them?
As soon as I've drunk the potion, I'll move
Trying
on.
to.
Okay, right. As you move up, this is very sort of. This isn't combat-y. This is more storytelling at this point because as you guys enter, you do see very hideous-looking being here in this sort of green mist. Let me see if I can find him in my notes so I can describe him to you.
Let's see if I can upset the big bad guy and go down again.
Don't worry, I have more healing potion.
Um,
I think you should try to. Animal handle him.
I was thinking of just walking up and peeing on the mist.
Being on the mist. You don't know that.
We'll try to milk it.
That could work, I suppose, but you would have to try. Yeah. So in this mist, you see a shape. It's a shrouded figure. It's how best to describe this person? Give me 1 second. Where are you? Where are you? Nope, 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 nope. There he is. On. Not what I meant to do. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Because I've got like these character sheets that I've filled out for them and described them and things like that. So. So yeah, come on.
That's not a bicycle, is that? On the map?
Where?
It
No.
looks like two circles in front of the.
That no,
mist.
it's just 2 pots.
Cauldrons.
Oh,
Yeah, like 2 small cauldrons.
okay.
Yeah, it looks like 2 small cauldrons and a parchment of paper or something.
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much. Yeah.
I've never
so
fought a
it's,
bicycling foe.
Um, oh, my computer is not wanting to work with me. It is a hooded figure, and it gives off the stench of death. You can roll perception check if you wish to.
Come on, perception better than before.
You're gonna. I'm just gonna say you're gonna need to beat a 19 to get any more information.
I accidentally rolled with advantage, but I rolled a 22 on my first roll.
Okay, that's totally fine. So
That's the wrong thing. There you go.
standing before you is a writhing mass. You can't quite tell what it is, but it's somehow got like sentience, and you know it shouldn't. And it just gives off a vibe of unnatural juju as the goblins run through this first fellow goblin, and then this other one goes, "Hook nose, I'll be back," and steps into the mist and disappears with this hooded figure. After a while, after about 30 seconds or so, the mist just starts to go away.
Dissipates.
Yeah, it dissipates and just disappears. And Hook Nose is like, "Yay, you biggin's not so bad, huh?"
I mean, to be fair, you guys kind of did a lot of the work.
Yeah, but they has magic. And I got lucky with the choppy chop of that big one, so
We were just going to say the same thing about you little ones, that you're not that bad. And I flash a snaky smile.
This is definitely worthy of a story.
Indeed.
The two goblin women that are fighting start eyeballing Capram just because he's the biggest and muscliest out of all of you, and you can see like it's like a very not subtle like, mm.
Fresh
It is it is that time for the ladies.
in Goblin just saying to each other, meat's back on the menu.
Pretty much. Never had a fire breathing son before.
I think it's time to take our exit.
Yeah, yeah. Who knows?
Investigate this or check
Okay.
out this area around the cauldrons, because just to see if there's anything like a spell book or any kind of papers on the ground.
There's some papers on the ground, but you can't read Goblin.
From is backing away from the female goblins.
Yeah.
It's every time you step back, they take a step forward.
Which
It's like,
is down the road.
I'm going to stay in Draconic, hoping one of my allies.
I will take.
Okay.
I will take the papers for later.
yep, sure. And like this she goblin comes walking up, and she is clearly the biggest she goblin. As she starts to approach you, you realize it was the one looking after you, and the other two goblins step aside.
Because you never know. It could be like some kind of spells.
Mm-hmm. And she grabs Kabram's hand, like tries to hold his hand.
Yeah, Kafrum's going to say in Draconic, hoping that his team, somebody on his team might understand, and the goblins won't. They're chasing me.
And Hook Nose understands.
I think I do too. Give me a sec.
Yeah, Hook Nose gets that. Hook Nose is like, yes, me knows. Better shoes than me's.
Yeah, I understood what you said. So why don't you just enjoy it?
Why don't you enjoy it, Lizard?
My guy says, the games of love.
They're certainly not interested in me. I wouldn't be one to step in the way.
And then the
Uh,
smallest little she goblin comes up and like starts staring at you, Sal.
Sorry, little one. I do not. I only sing of the songs of love. So I give her I give her a shrug and a shake of the head.
And she like picks up a spear and starts poking you with it.
Hook knows. I think we need a little assistance here if we don't want to be become part of your tribe.
Hook
Could
Nose
you
goes.
talk to ladies?
Hook Nose goes. No, me still recovering from last time. Me talk to ladies.
Knows it's like I've been in charge of this tribe for 600 years. 600 years under her thumb.
Yeah, like nope. You runs or you stay. Your choice.
So I guess I'd want to try to beat a hasty retreat.
Oh, now it's not so funny, is it?
No, you're right. It's not. I'm beginning to see it from another point of view.
Like all these three that are around
I still think it's
Kabram
funny.
are like starting to literally like claw at him. You know, like trying to literally claim him.
Okay, I didn't want to
I
have
felt
to do
very-
this. I didn't want to have to do this, but I cast sleep, and I'm going to try to catch.
Watch
Not.
Kapram pass out and the three goblins just
I
be like,
want to not. I want to do
"Yay!"
it. I want to do it so it's not. So I don't catch Capram. Capram, can you move back a bit?
He's probably got the least amount of hit points out of all of them.
I know. That's why I'm asking you to back up.
He actually has the same amount of hit points as all these female goblins because they are all level 1 barbarians.
Can you manage the backup or not?
I think they're holding on to me.
Yeah, you're pretty much cornered. You're gonna have to walk through them.
They're only small, aren't they?
Yeah, you can step like through their space.
Well,
but if you do that, I can tell you that one of them is going to try and steal one of your javelins.
All right, I will try to come save you.
So 26. So considering Kabram has actually been hurt, he's the first to go unconscious.
yep. I was afraid that might happen, but
So
will
Kabram is
follow.
unconscious, and the three goblins, goblin ladies, start dragging him away.
Have fun.
sorry, that kind of backfired.
Yep, Kabram, you're going to wake up 8 hours later, very sore.
I mean, with Kapram's backstory, it's probably not the first time.
Yeah. So Kabram wakes up 8 hours later.
I will start telling my story of the great battle that we had here.
And Zal, the little goblin, starts poking you and like in the direction of where the other goblins basically took Kabram.
And playing my pan flute and working on my story.
And I just said, "Don't
Of
speak
the
up."
great
So,
notes.
is Hook Nose still there?
Yeah, but he's just laughing.
And the
All right,
mighty
well-
goblin and the mighty goblin women.
I try to move past them in a way. They can. I don't know. I guess I have I'm holding on to my crossbow, but I do have a couple daggers if they want to try to nick those.
They're gonna get to here, and she's just gonna run in front of you and try to give you her spear.
Nope, not taking the spear. Sorry, and you can't have mine either.
Uh, I'm gonna roll to see how she feels about
Oh,
that. You're gonna get stabbed in the shin with a spear. So
Or
what's your AC?
16.
Nope. She tries to stab you in the shin with a spear and misses.
And I step over it. Not the first time. So
After she misses, she looks sad and starts walking back to like where the tents are.
so so I'm going to try to work my way. How easy is it to get out of here?
Oh, the traps reset after like 8 minutes.
Okay.
From repeating attack. Yeah,
I clicked on spell description for the sleep spell
yeah.
just to see how long it kind of lasted.
Sleep spell. Let me
A
see.
minute, I think.
Yeah, it lasts a minute. So by the time you wake up, you're basically just surrounded by all the goblin women in a tent.
Well, sometimes the daily job's just got to be done.
Okay. Roll a performance check. Fade to black. Performance check. 17. You actually come out of the tent feeling pretty good, and the goblin ladies are all asleep.
Now, quick run.
I knew you could do it. That's verse 2 of the battle.
And Hook Nose is just sort of like leaning against a stone pillar as you run out of the tents, and he's just clapping, just like. Yeah, congratulations, guys! You have pretty much. Yeah, we'll go back to the camp with all the crates. How do you plan on getting back to the camp with the crates?
Doesn't somebody have a cart?
Yeah, Aldebret or LD.
Yes, sir. We'll load it up.
All right, you
Did
guys
the
load it up.
goblins bring carts here? And if so, what did they do with them?
You see that the tents are built out of very simple wood and like cloth that may have been used to cover a cart.
Fair enough.
Resourceful.
And Hook Nose just goes, "When you come by, me have extra good for you."
Wait.
And as you leave, you see a ghost playing with the dog Ghosty as you start to leave.
Job done, Mr. Ghost.
He goes, "Yes, yes, I knew you would do it. Thank you for getting rid of the worm that walks, though. He's been trying to corrupt me for years. Now be gone, please, before I wake up my minions and change my mind."
I'm gonna feed the jelly on my way past.
Yep, the jail. The second you come upstairs, it starts to follow you. But it is now smaller.
Yeah, that's fine.
So you now have a small jelly
And
that
I
can.
find a little metal chest to put it in.
Yeah, sure. You find a small metal chest to put your little jelly in. And
What are you gonna
you
call?
now,
What are you
you
gonna
now
name?
have a you now have a pet jelly.
What am
So
I
what
going
are
to
you
call it?
gonna-
I'm going to call it Gloop.
Gloop. Got it.
Dungeon Madness, good choice.
Is that Gloop from the Herculoids or?
From the what?
Okay, that's a old kids
I remember.
cartoon.
I
That
You
remember.
must
remember?
be an American thing.
Well, sometimes things travel and sometimes they stay in America. So yeah, Gloop and Gleep.
Yeah, so well done, guys. You
Well,
have not died.
that's true. That
Without
was
lack
the
of
goal.
trying, thank you.
Uh,
Is going down 3 times in a session a record?
well, it is in this game, if that helps. So for some reason, Roll20 is playing up with me again, so I can't load up the previous page. So let's just do Theatre of the Mind, because that's fun. You guys get back to the camp. The two dwarfs are sitting there. The one that you guys haven't really seen before, he is a shaved head dwarf. No facial hair. And he's got these big, like, doughy eyes. And he's just kind of playing with two rocks, and he's just kind of banging them together. While the other one's still in his armor going, Grand! You're not dead! How many of the green fuckers did you get?
We got a couple. Well, we got 3.
2 and 2 zombie ones.
Yeah.
3 zombie ones.
Zombie goblins. Right, well, now I've heard of everything.
They might have been skeletons.
Alright, well, in that case, well done. Cook actually used some meat today, so good scram.
Coopram got a new pet.
Not a goblin, is it?
Not a goblin. Definitely not a goblin.
No, he got a few of those too.
He just kind of like looks at you.
You
Like,
a dirty look.
what?
But he just shoots you a dirty look.
You guys are taken back to the camp. As you approach, like before you even make it to camp, Crystal is there, and she's like, "Oh, fabulous, my heroes! So I want to buy it all. How much is it going to cost?"
What? Okay, we.
I mean, we'd have to have a look through and work it out.
Oh no, that was part of the plan with our little friend here, Zal. That you would get me my merchandise.
And we got merchandise, but we'd have to work out how much it'll cost.
It's annoyingly clever of you. I recommend I not be one of the people you try to cross. And then she very, like, unceremoniously but still ladylike stomps away from you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there
that's
were no gems, so.
Well, none of you opened her crates though. That's the thing. You only opened the medicine crates.
when we
True.
get back and actually rest, then I'll start popping crates open.
Okay, so you get back to camp. You rest. One of the dwarfs goes, "Don't worry about it. I'll take this watch. You guys rest." You rest, and do you all sleep?
I
Well,
don't
like I
need
said,
it.
I'll crack the crates open and have a look inside them first.
Roll me intelligence check.
Anyone?
Nice
The
intelligence.
second you open that crate, you are hit with a smell that you have seen people from your something, or smell of something that people from your past have dealt in before. There is like a layer of like fine silks and some sort of mediocre gems, but the second you stick your arm in, you hit a hard block, like a hard block. When you pull your fingers out, they're covered in spice, like drugs, like sweet.
Would I know a rough price of this kind of stuff?
Uh, maybe not, because your background never had you sort of dealing with it. It's just being around it. But
Yeah. But I'd
crates.
know if it was like a cheap product or an expensive.
Well,
product.
do you taste it? 'Cause that's the only way to really know.
Yeah, I'll try a little dab on my pinky finger.
It is very pure. And if all the crates are like this, you're talking like six figures.
I'm assuming the medical crates aren't.
The medical crates are just medical crates.
So
But you know that a lot of the stuff in the medical crates can be used to create more.
but I can give I'd suggest we give the medical crates to the wagon master and
Mm-hmm.
get him to drop them back. As in, we can get our 10% or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and at least the medical stuff's going back to the right people.
Yeah.
And this stuff, I'm happy for you to get rid of it on her so that it's not in my hands.
Okay.
Is what I'm
So,
saying
so
to the
you,
group.
so you know that this amount, like selling on the streets, is like six figures. And the fact that the goblins didn't devour it all and die in the process is a miracle.
That's only because they couldn't get the crates open.
Yeah.
So I think I would say, just as a guess, that we don't want to try to ask for too high an amount for this. This is probably some business that we best just let pass through our hands,
Yeah.
and just ask a reasonable amount of for it, since she's asking us to name a price.
I'd
Aren't you the one that said this morning that aren't we curious about what we're hauling? It's always good to know.
We found out what we're hauling. Now I'm no longer curious about it.
my suggestion would be that tell her I know what it is. She can make us an offer and remove it from my presence.
Do you want to divulge that information to her, that we know that she's transporting in some sort of perhaps questionably legal substance?
I'm not sure I would tell you
Oh,
it's
it's
questionably legal. I'd just
it's
say to
it's
tell
called
her I know what it is.
yeah, it's common sense what this is. He's not told you what this stuff is. He's just told you go and get a lot of money and tell her I know what it is.
Okay.
Tell her in a way that's like sneaky. I could do thieves can't. I imagine
Yeah.
she probably would know
Like
it.
even a low offer from her, I'd take it just to get get away from it.
Okay. Well, I mean, I certainly want to. I I've talked with her before, so anybody else who wants to come along
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll go.
sure.
and just kind of
Sure.
trans. So, uh,
So her tent is no longer there. It's all in like a fortune teller cart. And she's like set up for traveling,
but she's there still,
but
right?
she's there. She's still there. She's
Lady
like,
Cristal, we've gone ahead and found what we're very confident is your merchandise, and Kupram here says he's has a good idea of what it is, and we wanted to know that we would gladly give it to you, and what you think would be a fair price for recovering it for you.
oh, darling, that would be solid 100 gold for taking care of little old me and finding me in any city or any of my companions for any aid or further work.
Does
Each.
that sound? Yes, I heard someone say each.
Each.
Oh, another one of the crowd, I see.
Did you just say 100 gold?
Yes, 100 gold each. What? And she goes over to Ald and she kind of like places her hand on his face, like very gently. You're gonna need to do a wisdom saving throw because she's gonna charm you.
All right. That's some dog shit at that. Let's see. 7.
You are
Yeah,
charmed. This is the most beautiful, trustworthy person you know. And she's
I,
like,
That tracks.
I think that you meant to say 100 gold each crate.
I think she meant just 100, and that seems totally fair to me, honestly.
See,
Because
he gets it, and my
we,
little serpentine toy boy over here definitely wants to keep me happy.
Do you mean that
because
in a
we
nice way,
know
right?
Cool.
what's in those crates, my dear.
Oh,
And I'm sure I could find a better buyer in the next town.
What are you
I'm not
talking
sure you could.
about?
Uh,
What are you?
she is gonna insight check that because yeah, she just stares you down. She's just like leans in very like because Zal and Ald are sort of like semi under her control. She just leans in to you and whispers very aggressively, "Listen here, you bitty goat. I run everything from the next 3 towns over and that city in the middle. You want to try and outsell me? Be my guest, but you'll be dead before you leave that town." And then stands back up with a beautiful smile on her face.
I bet she said something really convincing. She seems to be that way.
So she's gonna
I would,
roll.
I would love to
Uh,
challenge.
that is a 17 on intimidation. If you want to try and roll an insight contesting it.
Nope.
So you fully believe that if she wanted to, when you enter the next town, she could have your throat slit from ear to ear.
If she can find me.
If you're hauling around 5 crates of sweets, she'll fucking fight you. Everyone gets another 4 gold coins because I swore again.
I like getting you to swear.
So you want to carry around those 5 crates by yourself? Be my guest, Keikos. But you will probably not make it out the next town.
Uh,
We, we don't really want to have these things with us.
would I know if I used a name from my background if it would be known in this area?
Maybe you don't know, but connections run deep and far in your line of work.
I really don't want to cheat you, but I don't want you to cheat us either.
I'll say that I might have had dealings with such and such in the past, and I'm sure they.
And she kind of like her eyes don't widen at it, but she recognizes the name and she goes, "So you understand, business must be kept as business before any pleasure can be had." And you take that as basically, if you scratch my back, I can take care of you.
We'll say 100 gold pieces in a favor in the future.
Exactly.
Each.
That's what I was saying before. A favor each, not 100 gold. Deal?
It's good to make friends. That's
I am definitely fine. I will even help load it up.
And when you turn around, the 2 dwarfs have already loaded it into a cart for her.
Oh, you people.
You have 100 gold, and you have 4 favors to collect.
I'm just happy getting away from it before we get searched by any guards at the next town.
Yep.
Your
So-
favor better be worth it.
Shush! You see that she's a lady of great stature? So I make
No, I can see she's a swindler.
there's a difference.
I don't think I like you, goat man. And she walks into her cart and closes the door.
So now we, I mean, do we still have the medicine that?
You still got
Ollie-
Yeah, you've got the medicine crate, the 2 medicine crates, 100 gold between the 4 of yous. Yeah.
Like I said, I'd suggest giving the medicine crates to the wagon master. He
Yeah.
can have them delivered to the right owners, and I'm sure he can get us a compensation for doing it.
Yeah, he gives you both. Gives you all 20 gold each.
Could I ask for him if we could keep a couple of the healing potions? Just I know we've already
He does.
used one.
He didn't even notice you'd taken them.
Okay. So how
So
many?
when you bring that to his attention, he just goes, "If you each give me 5 gold back, I'll say the goblin smashed them."
Good enough.
Sounds fine to me.
So there you go, boys. It's all about doing business. And now I get to put a little star in your names in our books. So maybe your guild gets more jobs from us.
Works for me.
Sounds like a plan. Nothing adventured, nothing gained.
Well done, lads. Well
If
done.
if, if
and
I slip Cookie an extra couple of gold pieces, can I get some extra meat on the way home?
uh, Cookie has basically been stashing the meat because any meat that's left over during the travels he gets to sell. So because he got called on it before you guys left, there is meat in every meal from now on.
I'm looking for a bit extra.
Oh no! There is enough. There's like in a pot of stew. There's like 2 rabbits.
Oh yeah, I was just thinking to feed the pet.
Oh, so okay, yeah, sure. You ask him for extra meat, and he's like, "How much?"
Like I said, I'll slip him a couple of gold pieces and just see what I can get for the.
He gives you like a leg of venison.
Ooh.
And I'll just feeding my pet
Yeah, sure.
over the rest of the journey.
Yeah, so it's going to take 3 days to get to the next town. And I'm not going to lie, guys. You guys move a lot. You operate a lot quicker than I thought you were going to, because that's all I had prepared.
To be fair, I think that's roughly the end of time. Like 15 minutes. So not bad.
Yeah. So
Yep.
So yeah, guys, well done. You crushed it. Like
Well,
good
thanks.
first session.
That was
No
a lot
one
of fun.
died. There was a couple of close calls. There may be, potential half dragon goblin offspring in the
Maybe.
future. But that's about it, really. Well done.
Well, thank
That's
you.
why
That
they
was...
call him Dragonborn.
That's true.
A dwarven dragonborn is basically what you're going to have to spill it off as in when you take them out in public.
Yeah, people saying, "Oh, what a cute little."
What a nice little imp you've got there.
So, does Cash do the end of stream honors or?
Well, I would like to. I don't know if Cash is still kicking about, so I'm going to say thank you all for watching, those that have been here, and those that are catching us when we're not live. We still appreciate you very much. This has been me, Scott, the DM, God, whatever you wish to call me. Yes, I do have a mild complex. And my miraculously mediocre bearded gentleman.
Yeah.
Okay, see you in 2 weeks.
See you in 2
Yeah.
weeks, guys.
Yeah, cheers, guys. It's been a lot of fun.
Has
And
been.
yeah,
What was our goblin friend's name? So I can put him in
Oh.
my ally.
Hook nose.
Hook knows.
Yes.
Yeah, guys, very well done. Oh,
And
who
his
did-
Amazons.
and his lovely Amazons. Yes. Who
Yeah.
dropped out there? Rich. I don't know if we're still live. Are we still live? Cash.
I don't know. He might not be here.
Let me check.
Yes, you're still on.
Yeah, we are.
How do we turn that off?
With my frozen beard face and
Yeah, your
Uh,
camera's been frozen for a while.
Yeah.
Let's go to a break real fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go.